Hey, Fester, what did you just say about fun dad? Michelle just, before the mics just got cracked about 30 seconds ago, Michelle's saying to Fester, hey, you guys have a fun weekend? And then I just, as I was turning up the volume on the speakers in the studio, I just heard something about blah, 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 fun dad.
Yeah, so Michelle asked, she said, did we go to the Gasparilla Children's Parade this weekend?
Oh, okay, all right.
And I said, no. And she said it kind of smarmily.
Right.
I don't think that was her intention.
Hold on, did you say it in a smarmy fashion?
No, I mean it I meant it genuinely. Like, you seem like such a fun dad. When you come in here, you're always telling me about the escapades with the kids.
Are you saying my wife just inherently sounds smarmy?
She didn't say it like that the first time.
Oh.
She said it like this. Huh. You seem like such a fun dad. Like
Maybe
that. That's how it was presented the first time.
Maybe there was a little disappointment for the kids in there.
And I said, yeah, well, fun dad's got a lot of stuff on his plate. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I heard something about fun dad.
Yeah. She goes, you seem like such a fun dad.
So
you seem like such a fun dad.
What, did you bring your kids to General RV on Saturday?
No, I didn't bring them there either.
Watch you close a deal?
Dude, Hudson's, I got that kid busier than any other kid I know. I got him in more things.
Like what?
Like he has Sunday, or he has like, I sent him to like after school. You ever go like to one of those like after school like tutoring businesses?
Like Kumon?
Like Kumon
right.
or Sylvan or whatever. I got him roped into one of those 3 days a week. What
was that snapping noise?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you snapping?
I found high-powered magnets. And I was just
one thing at a time. Let's not get distracted.
All right.
So, is there any good payoff to your?
No. She's asking what. I mean, the payoff is the rigors of life.
So you're a lousy father and did not take your kids to the Gasparilla Kids Parade.
And yet, I fed the sons of bitches. So I think that makes me a pretty good dad.
Of course, the Gasparilla regular parade is this Saturday. And listen, folks. People will email me or drop me a note on, DM on Instagram. Hey, you going to the parade? No. Please enjoy the parade. I want everybody that wants to enjoy the parade to enjoy the parade. But after 20-something appearances on a float or 20,
walking it, you were always a walker, man. You walked the whole thing.
After years and years of being on the Gasparilla float for, our particular radio station or show, whatever. And I didn't ride the float. I mean, I walked. I mean, every single year. I mean, I walked or trotted the parade, interacting, going side to side, handing out the beads. So, again, with Gasparilla, the big parade this weekend, the adult parade, the regular parade, please, if you want to go, I want you to enjoy the hell out of it. But
don't expect to see MJ there.
Yeah, I'm going to be in one of those fentanyl stupors. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm kidding.
Now it's a party.
But I'm not going.
You're not.
But I'm not going to the parade. So please enjoy the parade. Guys, where were we?
My magnets that I found too. So.
But and then listen, Fester's magnets are much more important than Super Bowl 60 being said. Let's hear about your magnets.
So the clanking you heard or may not have heard is because
I heard the clanking. Well, I thought it was a defect in your microphone. I thought as you were speaking there was some kind of a click or a noise out of your mic.
I was talking to the listeners when I said may not have heard. Because they may not have been, ready for the clank. But I found these 4 high-powered magnets that are great.
Don't put them near the microphone. Don't touch them to the mic. You might mess up the magnetic pickup, the inner workings of the microphone that actually pick up our voices.
Okay.
So
it's just magnets. There's nothing fancy about them. I think I broke one of them.
Is this like a fidget spinner for you now?
No, I just found it and then I put it in my pocket.
You can't be clickety clacking your magnets all show long.
I won't be. I'll throw them away. I don't want them. But you asked me what it was, and I found these really dense magnets.
All right, fantastic. All right, so Super Bowl 60 is set. Oh, wait a sec. NBC has the Super Bowl, And I don't think NBC has really memorable football music, do they?
I mean,
the ABC music, the ESPN, ABC, the Monday Night Football music is very well known. Of course, the NFL on Fox. Everyone knows that. But the NBC music, I think we have it in the computer. But I couldn't tell you what the NBC football music is. But NBC does have the Super Bowl coming up in a couple of weeks. Oh! So with the matchups, and of course, Michelle was even more interested than myself. The first game was Patriots-Broncos, and the Patriots beat the Broncos in their own house 10-7 for the AFC Championship. And then the late game last night was the NFC Championship game. And I thought the Rams were going to do it. I said so on Friday. But the Seahawks squeaked it out. Rams had a shot.
yes.
Rams could have come back, but the Super Bowl is set. It will be, any way you sliced it, it was going to be a sort of a West versus. Well, I guess it could have been
There's a team in New England.
Yeah,
That's as far east as it gets.
But
Any
if the
further
Broncos-
east is like what? Nova Scotia, King Edward's Island.
But if the Broncos had, he likes to see East Coast, West Coast.
I do.
He doesn't like to see he would not have wanted to see Broncos Rams or Broncos Seahawks because they're too close together.
Yeah,
for his brain.
I like to see some geographical spread. All right, so we've got Patriots.
What do you like? We're talking about gang wars here, East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah, that's how he perceives it.
Yeah, Saeed.
Yeah. Tupac, Biggie Smalls,
Yeah.
the little East Coast, West Coast action.
No winner in that, by the way.
But what was missing on the late game, which was the Rams and Seahawks. You know what was missing? I don't think there were any player injuries on Fox. I don't think they played this sad go to commercial injury on the field. We'll be back in a second while they sort this out.
Yeah, they didn't have to bring the cart out or anything for
I don't
anybody.
know. Was there any blue tent action on the sidelines during any of the games? But certainly, for sure, I did not hear the sad player injured music, the commercial bumper music on Fox yesterday. I'm just pointing it out.
We were listening for it the whole game. That's the only reason why I watched.
To see if they play the sad NFL theme on Fox music. All right, 6:10. Just getting rolling here on a Monday. Man, traffic was, for me, heavier today.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
You drive like 4 miles.
No, I'm just pointing it out. It seemed, even on 4th Street, even rolling near the studio, 4th and Gandy, I had like 5 cars in each lane, backed up at the traffic light. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I don't think there's anything special going on, right? Just getting rolling. Back in moments. Going to get cold overnight, so another little cold front coming in. My kids are all snowed in. They're all excited. Do any of them have school today?
Julian has distance and Chloe's canceled.
All right, so Chloe's classes up at UConn Law canceled, and then Julian up in Manhattan, he's got remote learning today, is I guess what the plan is. All right, traffic's on. Let's grab Schreiner, MJ Morning Show. Going to be a solid program today, I guarantee, and we're back in minutes to prove it.
We have an accident.
The MJ Morning Show, MJ, Fester, Michelle, and you know me, I love a good UFO story or, alien story or alien-related story. And I found this, you're looking beautiful, by the way, Michelle, as I watch Michelle.
Yeah.
You're on TV. People can see you.
I'm just putting some lip gloss on,
Oh,
dude.
I know. I'm just
Okay.
I'm just saying you're all beautifying yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and no, I'm just saying you're on MJ TV, so people could see your application there. All right, so I'm always a sucker for a good UFO or alien type story.
Yeah.
And I stumbled upon this over the weekend, which intrigued me, got me interested. Are we alone? Are aliens hiding among us? There are many people that do believe that the aliens are living among us in whatever form, or one of the later things I've heard that, and this has been the subject of movies about aliens hiding themselves under the ocean, with the vast amount of the planet covered by oceans. Anyway, check this out. A major bank, the Bank of England, has put out a warning. The Bank of England, let me rephrase that. The Bank of England, I guess, is kind of secretly preparing because they were warned that there needs to be a financial plan if aliens are ever confirmed on Earth, that would lead to a massive financial global collapse. If it is shown or proved that aliens do exist and they are among us. So here's what I found. The Bank of England was advised. So, all these big companies, they have crisis management or risk management.
How do you get that job?
Yeah, risk management. Just
tell a big bank, hey, if there's aliens, it's all going to hell.
That's why I want that job.
Pay me $6 million.
Michelle,
I'm an alien consultant. They're coming. They're coming.
Hey, listen, guys.
Michelle, what was the conversation we had over the weekend where we brought up risk management? There was something that we were just conversing, and you'd brought something up, and then I kind of said, oh, yeah, risk management.
I don't know.
Major companies, have risk management departments where they look forward, they look, numerous steps ahead. What if, how do we handle if, when you've got big operations, there are certain things that they do. So the Bank of England was advised that they needed a plan for a financial collapse that would be a certainty, world chaos that would ensue if world governments ever disclosed that aliens existed and that aliens were among us. This is according to a new report. So former senior financial security analyst Helen McCaw.
That's how she speaks. Does she have a macaw? I mean, if your name is Macaw.
You're obligated to have a macaw.
I mean, you have to have a macaw.
So she sends a letter to the United Kingdom Central Bank. Read the letter for me.
From aliens.
From
financial crisis.
From Helen McCaw. Now, this was a story that all right, that's enough. It's too far.
Good girl.
That's probably want a checking account.
Probably need Roth IRA.
All right.
They don't have that big of England.
This was a story in the Times of London. If such a disclosure about aliens would ever come from the White House, and this is where it ties back to us here in the United States, if a disclosure about aliens and the proof of alien existence came from the White House, that there would be shockwaves of massive proportions that would rocket.
Massive proportions.
Dude, it looks like you're having a seizure over there. All right. Got to get you on an episode of The Pit on HBO. All right, stop.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's not a bad macaw impression.
No.
That's enough.
Would you believe me if I told you I've never done a macaw impression to this extent ever before in my life?
You sound like a professional.
You're wearing it out.
What?
The
lady's name is Macaw.
It is.
Let's be glad it's not named after a monkey. Because if her name was Helen Macaque, I'm going down a totally different joke road.
Helen Macaque?
I mean, that's the monkey, right? That's the monkey.
Oh, it is
Macaque monkey.
Well, there are multiple ways to say
But
it.
if you would have said, Bank of England is consulting with Helen Macaque, I would have fallen out of my chair.
All right, can I finish the freaking story, please?
Go ahead.
All right. So Helen McCaw is not the only person to discuss the really bad impacts that could occur if and when there's ever a planet Earth alien disclosure. There's even a documentary called Age of Disclosure, and there's a physicist and UFO researcher by the name of Hal Puthoff.
How's his demeanor?
It's very off-putting. Yeah. I'm really put off.
This is the best names ever in this story.
Hal Puthoff. It's P-U-T-O-F-F.
So they're not wrong.
I'm very put off by Hal.
Put off.
Yeah.
They're not wrong about any of these things, though. I mean, think about it. If we were watching the news and there was legitimate aliens landing anywhere in the world, everything else is suddenly very irrelevant.
Yep.
We watched that Age of Disclosure, by the way.
Did we really?
Yes, we did.
Oh, that's right. We did.
You were trying to dispute it all throughout.
That's right. Yeah, because there were just so many things in that
Nope.
that were just, clearly.
There were so many things in that pilots, military pilots with credibility are like they've seen something.
The flying Tic Tacs and all that crap. All right. So Hal Puthoff, he said that back in the early 2000s when George W. Bush was president, that they actually convened experts, in the field of, I guess, alien possibilities.
It's got to be something you got to look at
to discuss what would happen and what could happen that would be completely adverse if they ever disclosed that there were aliens, we found alien life, that they're here, they visit us. So, because it would really change, imagine the religious implications as well. Fester.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Beam me up.
So, back in the early 2000s here in the United States, they looked at the impact of 60 different aspects of human life, culture, everything. As far as religion, the financial markets, and they decided that the backlash or the negative fallout over disclosing aliens on Earth outweighed the benefits for the population. So keep it secret, right?
I mean, it's one thing if they said, yeah, we found something back in the 1950s out at Area 51 or whenever that went down in like the Roswell area.
47 was Roswell, right?
Whatever that was,
freaking weather balloon.
Yeah. But if they didn't say, oh, we have some evidence of that, that's one thing. But if it's like, walking, talking, and, invading our cities now, everything comes to a stop.
Yeah, and it's funny you brought up Area 51 because there was a mysterious triangular ship that was seen over Area 51 at night recently, and they're calling it the Flying Dorito.
Great. Fantastic.
Because it's shaped like a triangular Dorito. I wonder if it's Cool Ranch or if it's...
Maybe original nacho flavor.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's... flew over Nevada Ranch. Man, Cool Ranch. That's what it is. Some videographer that says, he's one of those off-the-grid guys. Anders Ottesen. He documents, I guess, mysterious stuff. He's got some YouTube channel. Yeah, he was out in the desert recording and claims that about 3 a.m. on January 14th that he videoed this triangular Dorito-shaped aircraft. So, the speculation is, are we doing some kind of secret test with some kind of new aircraft, blah, blah, blah. All right, are you ready, Fester and Michelle, for the states where you are most likely to be attacked by an animal?
Ooh.
Oh, I bet you I can name a couple of them.
Well, go right ahead.
I bet you somewhere there has to be like a western state.
What state? Let's go with this. What state do you think you are most likely to be attacked by an animal? Which of our 50 states do you think ranks number one?
I think Alaska is in the top 5 because it's, the wild frontier. And I think Colorado might be high on that list. I think Texas is high on the list.
All right, the first two I'm giving you the buzzer for.
Hold on, first two, no buzzer on the first two?
Yeah, so...
how's Alaska not the most...
It's not. It's not.
It's like caribou walking through the middle of town, and they're pissed.
No.
Those Eskimo know how to behave around the caribou.
You're incorrect.
Not the Eskimo I'm worried about.
Number one. What do you think the number one state? I think you said Alaska.
I said Alaska, Colorado, Texas was my next guess.
All right, Texas is number one.
Okay.
So your number 3 is actually number 1.
I gave mine in no particular order.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Texas
Texas is the #1 state
Scorpions.
for fatal animal attacks in the United States.
Rattlers.
#2.
Louisiana.
California.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
California, second in the nation. And then guess who's #3? Alaska. No.
Is it Florida?
It is. Yeah. We're #3. Yeah. Florida, we finished a close third. We were close to being second. Yeah, so California had, let's see, if I go with #1.
Does it tell you what animals you're most likely in each of these states? Like in Texas, what is the biggest threat, the animal?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I have the list.
If Florida's like a spider, I'm going to be really pissed.
Exactly.
Listen to me. I have the list of fatal animal attacks.
Yeah.
And like what category. So in Texas, and this is between 2018 and 2023, so it's fairly recent.
That's 5 years.
225 fatalities happened in Texas. California was 128 fatalities. And here in Florida, 112 fatalities due to animals. So here are the categories. #1 with 497 fatal attacks, wasp and bee stings.
All right.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
That's why you got to have an EpiPen to jam in your leg.
That's like an allergy situation.
I am suddenly very less impressed with this whole list.
Yes.
Dogs, 420.
Boo.
Scorpions, 78.
Now we're getting excited.
Now we're talking.
Here I am, rocking like a hurricane. Woo! Here I am. Scorpions, 78 attacks. Snakes and lizards, 30 fatalities.
Yeah, those lizards are nasty. Those big lizards, like the ones that fall out of trees when it gets cold.
Those are called iguanas.
You don't want to get bit by one. Nasty.
Spiders, 26 fatalities. And marine animals, like sharks, 11 fatalities.
Sharks?
Yeah.
Would a gator would be a marine animal? A jellyfish would be a marine animal.
Yeah, probably. So there you have it. So fatalities.
Piranhas.
Florida #3. It is 6:33 at the MJ Morning Show. Well, are you just going to just rattle off?
Marine animals. This
okay,
is a lot. It's not all just sharks, okay?
All right, 6:33 MJ Morning Show. When we return, it is the first pile of morons in the news this week. Monday, morons, next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. When your carpets stink, if you get some stank going on in your carpets, or if they just look bad, this is where you call Zero Res. Oh, you know what, Fester? I heard from Unitard.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Unitard hits me up over the weekend. It's like, hey, you have a contact at Zero Res? I got to get a sofa cleaned, right?
Yeah, he's probably really filthy on his sofas.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
So listen, whether it's carpets, whether it's, they're also expert air duct cleaners, but furniture. You've got, dining room chairs with cloth, and somebody spills a meat the ball on your chair. Couches. Listen, you had your sofa cleaned.
I did.
With Zero Res.
This is fantastic.
All right, let me tell you right now that there's an awesome special in January for your carpets. You get 2 rooms of carpet clean for $139. Haha, but it doesn't stop there. Just mention me, MJ, and they'll do 2 additional rooms for free. So 4 rooms of carpet clean for just $139. Zero Res with the best cleaning process because they leave zero residue. Zero Res, TampaBay.com. Call them up. You got to tell them MJ sent you. Tell them MJ sent you from the MJ Morning Show. It's Zero Res, TampaBay.com, and get that special 4 rooms for $139 with those 2 rooms that are free. Again, tell them that MJ sent you. Traffic's on 6:35. Morons in the news next.
We have an
Michelle, and looky here. It's the big giant pile of morons in the news. Of course, we begin in Florida. Here we go. Guy with no shirt has been sentenced. So this already occurred. So I guess this is the final step here. He has been sentenced for diving through a Taco Bell drive-through window and robbing the place with a large rock.
That's a weapon, man. You don't want to get hit with a large rock.
Oh, you know what his nickname in prison's going to be?
The Rock?
The Rock.
Okay.
No. Call me Dwayne Johnson, please.
Please call me Dwayne.
I no longer want to be called The Rock. Just got to call me Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, so Warren Lee Anderson, 40, was sentenced on Friday. This is something that happened a couple of months ago, but it's making news again because of the interesting nature of the robbery at the Taco Bell in Ocala. So this is just up the road from us.
How large of a rock? Is it a boulder? I mean, what's a large rock?
I don't have the dimensions of the rock. However, I'm guessing, Fester, if you're really interested, maybe you can make an inquiry. Maybe the rock is still in evidence.
Hold on. I found a story from July of 2025.
Yeah. So now he's been sentenced.
Okay.
I'm about to get to all of this.
Here's a still frame of him in the Taco Bell. It's about a softball size rock.
So you would not consider this a very large rock? You know, the kind of rock that falls off the mountainside and rolls down onto like I-70 in Garfield County out in Colorado.
Yeah.
That's a large rock to you, right?
When
One
you
that blocks the road.
When you say large rock, I'm thinking a rock so large he couldn't get it through the drive-through window.
Well, that would be tough to lift also.
But I would listen to the guy.
So
take whatever you want, sir.
This homeless dude who was captured by an Ocala Police Department K-9 ran after him. He was found cowering after a dumpster, or behind a dumpster, rather. So this happened, back in July, and he has been sentenced. Yeah, broke into the restaurant through the drive-thru with the rock and started demanding money from the staff. I got to be honest. I think I would demand the chalupa.
Yeah, get cooking for me.
Do they still have the chalupa?
If not, I'm sure somebody remembers the recipe. They still have all the ingredients there.
Yeah. So he got into an altercation with the staff at Taco Bell, and this guy, the body cam footage of him when this happened last summer, the guy looks like crazed, had no shirt on. Anyway, he was found guilty of all charges late last week, sentenced to 4 years in Florida prison. Oh, he's getting credit for the 199 days
Good for him.
that he served in the Marion County Jail.
That's only right.
So a little bit of time served. Oh, I wonder if they had taco night. What do you think? In the Marion County Jail, you think they had...
I bet you they have it like once every 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And, he doesn't do well with taco night.
I've heard that at the Marion County Jail, that on Wednesdays they serve a mean pepper steak. That's my Blues Brothers reference for the day. Yeah. Anyway, so there you have it.
Now I'm more interested in what they serve at Marion County Jail.
Why don't you look up the menu?
A 4-week cycle rotation is used.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do they? Are you really?
According to AI,
Oh, yes.
based on available information from Florida Department of Corrections facilities, which
Right.
includes Marion County,
Right.
inmates are provided a 4-week cycle menu designed to meet dietary needs. So
Wow.
if they have taco night, it's usually once a month, I would imagine.
Wow. Oh, look at that. That the prisoners, I guess this is probably system-wide. It's probably not just the Marion County lockup.
Yeah.
But according to the Florida Department of Corrections, inmates are provided an average of 2,620 calories a day. That's kind of on the high side. I would think that you would need some prison yard time to kind of burn off some calories.
We're some prison lovemaking time.
Lift some weights. Hey, do they still do the school lunch menus? Like your kids, do they bring lunch or do they ever eat lunch at school?
Yeah, my son eats lunch at school, and I never see a menu. I mean, I'm sure they provide it. They might have it, but he don't care. He'll roll the dice and go with whatever they have.
He
Whatever.
don't care.
He don't care.
Can you please use some proper grammar? Come on.
He-
Don't dumb down this show. It's already dumb enough.
He don't care.
He doesn't care. Dude, really?
He didn't care.
Come on. Don't
didn't
don't
care.
sound like some redneck hick over there, please.
Hey, kiss your mother with those mouths.
All right, knock it off.
So, yeah, he don't care.
Stop it, man.
He'll take whatever they give him.
God, I hate that.
Usually just like a burger, a piece of pizza, or something.
You're going to love this. This is Mom of the Year candidate material right here. Woman accused of trying to pick up a child from daycare, drunk, over 8 times the legal limit. What? Yeah, Orem, Utah. This is wow. This is a mama.
That's the thing about
Yeah.
daycare as opposed to car line. You have to walk in for the daycare, and they could tell you're drunk.
Oh my God! A woman was arrested after she reportedly attempted to pick up her kid from a daycare with a blood alcohol level more than 8 times the legal limit. Let me introduce you to Whitney Jensen, 39, arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence with a passenger under the age of 16. A concerned daycare worker called officers with the Orem, Utah Police Department just after 6:20 p.m. on Thursday. Tell you what, that was a hell of a happy hour. Oh my God. So this woman arrives at daycare, I would think after work, to pick up her kid. Officers arrived at the scene after getting the tip-off from somebody at the daycare, saw Jensen in the driver's seat with her child improperly restrained. Jensen tried to get out of the vehicle for an interview, but officers said that she couldn't even stand up.
Are they sure it's alcohol in her system and she wasn't drinking, like, cleaning fluid? 0.41 is, that's a lot.
Yeah, she had a 0.4. I haven't given the number yet. But she had a 0.419. Thank you, Fester.
That's crazy high.
Yeah, that's pretty damn high. She also refused to consent to a field sobriety test. Well, did she even understand what the cops were asking her? With a 0.419, she was swaying, couldn't keep her footing. She was slurring her speech, couldn't finish sentences, reeked of alcohol. Yeah. So officers then looked inside her car. She had open containers were strewn. Did she ever own a happy hour in her car, like in the parking lot after work?
Listen, this woman is either a raging alcoholic
Oh my God.
or a brand new alcohol.
Fester,
so
stop.
she was transported to jail. She agreed to provide a sample. She had a blood alcohol content of 0.419er,
That's
right?
crazy.
So, and that's after a whole lot of time elapsed because she had refused to do field sobriety. So, how much time did it take for, the whole scene to be processed and then for them to get her downtown to the jail? And then finally, by the way, I have no idea if the jail's downtown in Orem, Utah.
I'm sure it is.
I'm just talking like, we're going downtown.
It's probably out in the no man's land.
Yeah, so that, as you know, if you do the math, is over 8 times the legal limit of a .08. There we go, man. She was pickled. Unbelievable. Oh, let's come on back. What do you say we bring it on back to Florida? What do you think we close it on out and bring it on back to Florida for the morons in the news?
I like my morons local.
Girl arrested for a pork chop attack on her mother. See, for Fester, what do you call this foreplay,
Oh,
right?
my God, it's so hot.
A teenager here in Florida is behind bars. Why? Smacked mom with a pork chop. Ow!
Do they have a picture of the mom? Like a big pork chop
No,
blemish?
I have a picture of the teenager.
That'd be pretty hot.
And then, of course, it's not like a 14-year-old or a 16-year-old. She's 18. So, yeah, it makes her an adult. Obviously, well, listen, you can be 16, 17, you can be charged as an adult. Farrah Kernan, 18, was arrested for battery out in Jensen Beach. So that's on the other side of the state, a little, north of Palm Beach County. Or is Jensen Beach Palm Beach, or is that Martin already?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I'll work on my map later.
So she was arrested. It is Martin County.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. So she was arrested, jailed. According to a probable cause affidavit, Kernan's mother told police that she'd been involved in a verbal altercation with her daughter. The daughter had been drinking alcohol. During the argument, the woman alleged that Kernan smacked her in the face and threw a pork chop at her. Police at the scene with the Martin County Sheriff's Office observed food residue. What, like pork chop slime?
That's some good police work there.
On the victim's shoulder. Yeah. When questioned by the cops, Kernan appeared confused, became emotionally upset, began screaming and crying. She was uncooperative. Kernan was arrested also last year for trespassing. Man, sounds like this girl's got a problem. Anyway, can you imagine smacking your mom in the face with a pork chop?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's all, folks. That's it with the early morons of the news on the MJ Morning Show. When we get back, Fester, I got something for you. Fester, this is a product you love, and there is a new version of this product coming out, which look like the dumbest things I've ever seen.
I'm all ears.
I don't know how you would do certain things in life if you had these. Hey, I'll explain. I don't want to give it away. All right, you got to hear this next, and then I want to hear what Fester's take on this is. On the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. International Diamond Center is IDC, as you know. And I'm going to tell you right now that they are your diamond experts. And if this is the year that you will get married, maybe it's a huge milestone anniversary, then you want to know about the biggest and best diamond selection anywhere, and that is IDC. All shapes, all sizes. No one competes with IDC as far as selection, quality, price. Their natural diamonds are absolutely the best cut, most dazzling. The sparkle is unparalleled. And listen, if you want to go the manufactured lab-grown diamond route, well, they've got a connection for you. IDC is so sick and tired of seeing people get ripped off if they're looking for a lab-grown diamond that they've decided that they'll help you out. And if you want a lab-grown diamond to get something a little less expensive, they'll hook you up with their wholesaler so you don't get taken advantage of, because there's a lot of that going on in the industry. Get the best settings, get the best education. listen, their people are not commissioned, so they're not working you over. Any jewelry, any diamonds, folks, it's IDC, International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, Sarasota, and tell them that MJ sent you. There has been a name change in the Tampa Bay area. Folks, this is big, big, big news. Air Rescue is now the name that you need to know when it comes to your air conditioning needs and wants and emergencies. Okay, air conditioning doesn't work. We have another cold snap coming. Heating doesn't work. You want Air Rescue. So what's the name change all about? Well, they used to be Plan B. So Plan B Air Conditioning, a long-time, multi-year advertiser here on the MJ Morning Show, is now Air Rescue. Air Rescue has a very, very storied history, over 70 years in the Tampa Bay area. Kenny Newman, owner of Plan B, also part owner of Air Rescue, and they've decided to merge it and just take the Air Rescue name. Any air conditioning woes, folks, it's airrescue.com. If they're late, if they don't show up when they say they're going to be there, you don't pay the diagnostic fee. Right now, you can get an amazing air conditioning tune-up, a checkup. Usually it's $99. They'll do it for $29. Airrescue.com, 888-NEVER-WAIT, and tell them that MJ sent you. Traffic's on, 7 o'clock hour, MJ Morning Show next.
2 accidents.
Can't believe that this is actually real. More of just an attention getter. Welcome back. 7 o'clock hours arrived. 7:02 MJ Morning Show here on 104.7 FM Monday morning. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. Highly appreciate it. So, Fester, what is your... First of all, let me see your feet. Go ahead and let me put your feet up. And they are on.
Yes.
Those are some dopey-looking clodhoppers.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, so Fester, his favorite... What are you smirking at over there, Michelle?
I love these things.
Yeah. So
He's got his Crocs on.
yeah.
Listen, I rock out with my Croc out as many chances as I can.
Oh, God.
It's going to be cold tomorrow. The Tootsies are out today.
Oh, yeah.
Fester and his Crocs,
Yeah,
which
baby.
I have never even had my feet in Crocs.
I don't know what you're missing.
Never even tried Crocs.
Oh, it's like a hug for your feet.
All I hear about people getting caught up in escalators and their toes are amputated by the blades of the escalator.
Urban legend.
Okay.
Not a real thing.
Yeah.
It's not a real thing.
Michelle, can you look that up, please?
Is it? It happens to one person, one kid. Ooh, great.
Yeah. Why don't you look this up? Is it an urban legend that people have been chewed up by escalators wearing Crocs? Yeah. I do not believe that is an urban legend. We've had news stories, dude.
You worried about everything that could possibly go wrong? Big deal. It's not a real thing. What are Crocs doing now?
Well, there's apparently a Lego Croc collaboration.
Ooh, I'm listening.
They debuted at some fashion show in Paris. Is it like Paris Fashion Week or something?
It's Lego Fashion Week.
You got Paris Fashion Week. I know that up in New York, you've got New York Fashion Week. Lego, with a collaboration with Crocs, they've debuted what they're calling the Lego Croc.
Oh, these look so cool.
It is a giant Lego Croc that it's rectangular.
Oh, they don't make them in my size. My feet are too big.
No.
Oh my God, these are awesome.
They're $149.
Worth every penny.
They are pretty cute.
Oh my God. These are so impractical. So, folks, imagine a Lego block. Imagine the Lego that has the 6 nipples. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's the 2x3.
It's the rectangular, and it's got 3 long and 2 across. So it's a rectangular Lego brick. And the front of the Lego Crocs have 2 and 2. So you've got you got 2, and then the back end is where you would have the other 2, but that's where your foot goes. But this thing is, dude, it is a rectangular block.
Oh, I love them. Mm-hmm. I love them.
It looks like you'd be tripping all over yourself.
No, they bend.
You can't drive it. Do you drive your vehicle with Crocs? Can you imagine, Michelle?
No, I use a broom handle.
Look at these things. We're looking at a picture online. You could not drive a car with this.
Oh, the hell you couldn't. You'd be fine.
You'd be mashing on the gas and the brake at the same time. If you drove with these, you would guaranteed get into an accident.
I love them.
You'd start a 9-car pileup on the Sunshine Skyway or the Howard Franklin or whatever.
Maybe they're more like house slippers and less like driving car slippers.
What size do you wear, Fester?
I'm a 1.5. Size 15.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I think a 13 would fit you.
That's not the case.
Yeah, they're spongy. Just jam your freaking foot in.
Again, right.
These are the dopiest. It looks like you're walking with cinder blocks on your feet.
Brilliant.
It looks like you'd be tripping all over yourself. How many people are going to trip and smash their face in and crack out their teeth? That's what I want to know.
They also sell them for little Lego figurines, and you can match your figurine.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a deal. I like it.
So they're available on the Crocs website right now.
Some sizes are sold out, but like for men's size, what size are you?
I wear 9.5 typically.
All right, so let's call it a 9.
Okay, can I? Is that available?
Nope.
It says notify me.
Yep.
Yeah, notify me.
Everything's sold out.
You see that little clock up in the left-hand corner there?
Dude,
it means they're all sold out.
Everything's sold out. Oh, it says coming soon. Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh,
February 16th is when they'll be available.
All right, so this is the teaser.
Yes.
Nothing's available because they don't become available until February 16th.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called the Lego Brick Clog from Crocs. I want to see someone try to drive a car with this. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a car wreck, and the story's going to be that they had the Lego Croc on, and they got into an accident because they couldn't hit the brake. They got all jammed up under there.
That's the way it goes.
Dude, you can't wear these in real life.
What do you mean you can't wear them in real life? In real life, you can't wear them. Yes, you can.
All right, this is the dumbest thing. How much are they?
$149.
All right, so when they go on sale on February 16th on the Crocs website, they'll be $149.99.
$150 for the most unique Croc in the history of mankind. $150 seems like a deal.
All right, so for men, men's sizes are 5 to 13, and then click on women's right there. Click on women's. Women's sizes are 7 to 12. Michelle, you wear typically what, a 10?
A 9.
9?
Looks like a 12 from here.
And they only come in one color.
Yeah, red.
Red.
Yeah, bright red.
I think that's the most popular Lego
So
eight-pronged brick, right?
the Lego Crocs that you can buy for your figurine come in pink, black, white, and red.
Right.
You know what I'd like? Next, I'd like a Lego collaboration with Crocs where it's shaped like the Snap-on helmet hair that you put on the little Lego doll.
Yeah.
With its like propane tank shaped head.
I'm all for it.
You ever notice that?
Yes.
You ever notice that the Lego heads are like little mini propane tanks?
Well, they need that unique design to snap into other pieces. But yeah.
It's the dopiest, most impractical thing. I hate to spoil anyone's day, but I've got to do an AI slop alert.
Are you talking about
what?
Are you talking about the new Olympic AI videos where divers are going into the pool with no water?
No.
And they're like diving off the high dive and they just hit the concrete at the bottom?
No. Is that like a play on the Olympics coming up? But
Well, I don't know.
It's the Winter Olympics
I know,
coming
but
up.
I've just seen a bunch of videos of divers in like the blocks, and
No.
there's like all 10 of them,
No.
and they all dive into a pool with no water, and you're like,
No, this is animal related. It's pet related.
is it the fat lady getting attacked by bobcats in a store?
No.
Oh, it's so funny. I saw the fat lady fall down a cliff yesterday.
You know what?
So funny.
I think I've been successful in routing out a very large percentage of the AI slop that was hitting my Instagram. So I think I've been successful in doing it. It pops up every once in a while, but nowhere near like the crap that was popping up. So an AI slop alert. If you've been seeing these videos of animals surfing down the stairs, not real. All right.
Oh.
So one of the videos that I did see and it did pop up is a cat in like a plastic junk bin, and the cat gets in the bin and then starts flying down the stairs.
This seems like a funny video.
They're not real, folks. Again, not real. There's numerous accounts, whether it's on TikTok or Instagram. Yeah, the pets that are like surfing down the stairs on like a plastic bin or whatever, they are not real. Phony. The pet surfing is fake.
Oh, great. But Bob Barker and all the Price is Right ones, I could watch those forever.
No, I can't. Come on.
Forever.
All right. So time to play a brand new game here on the MJ Morning Show. It's time for a brand new feature, folks. The most commonly stolen crap in hotels. All right. Now, Fester, you're a pilferer, right?
Yeah, I still, if it's not stapled down in a hotel, I take it.
What's the matter with you? Michelle, what do you think the number one stolen item is in a hotel? Number one.
It's got to be towels.
Yeah, I would say towels.
It's got to be towels. Yeah,
that is correct. And then followed by bathrobes. I remember speaking to somebody in the restaurant business. We've done segments on this. This goes back years. That if you're in the hospitality biz, restaurant, if you're a hotel, motel operator, man, people will rip everything off.
Yeah.
Like restaurants, for instance, people take the salt and pepper shakers off the table.
I don't understand that.
Why not?
A buddy of ours, listen to this.
I took the cheese shaker from a pizza place like 2 weeks ago.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I ordered carry out. I'm not going to say. I mean, if you're a pizza place and you think I went to you in the last 2.5 weeks and you're one cheese shaker short, it's at my place.
Hold on. You went to pick up a pizza and you stole their cheese shaker off a table in the place?
Yeah, because I carry out, right? Usually we carry out, right? But before I carry out, I'll put like the shredded cheese on top of the whole pizza.
Oh, they have it on the counter, or they have seating in the restaurant.
Seating.
So they have seating,
but the place was packed.
All right, so you stop at a table and utilize the.
I put it down on the table. I open up my box and I'll use the cheese shaker all over the pie, and then I'll close it up and take it home.
But then you stole after you applied the cheese at a table. Then you just pocketed the cheese shaker.
Well, they had the cart with like.
Oh yeah,
available cheeses, right? So I took one off the cart because the place was packed.
Hold on, what cart?
They have like a little, like the waitress has had a little cart where she had like
a little basket thing where she carries around the different extra condiments,
peppers, or pepper flakes, or extra garlic salt, or extra.
Okay, all right.
So all the sprinkly things were on the cart in the little round glass thing with the holes in the cheese shaker.
All right, do me a favor. List 5 pizza establishments, including the one that you ripped off.
Absolutely not. No.
Why not?
No, I'm not going to put myself together like that.
No, we're not going to know which one.
No.
Is it a national chain or a local?
It wasn't a national chains. Don't have the glass pizza shakers.
You ripped off a local mom and pop pizza shop?
Yes, and it was full.
You are such a bad human.
Listen,
so it was parm. It was grated parm.
Yes. And they were full. They were packed. So there was no table for me to put my pizza down on. Mm-hmm. So I'm standing there with this, this glass thing of cheese, and there's no place for me to put my pizza down to open the lid to do the shake at the place. And I'm like, you know what? You're coming with me. That was it.
There you go.
Went home, opened it up, sprinkled it all over.
When you show up at the house, does Allison say, where did you get this? I mean, obviously she knows.
She knows my...
Did she say... You stole a cheese shaker?
I get this. This is what I get. I just get a...
All right.
Let me guess.
If you own a pizza shop, we've apparently ascertained that it's not a national chain like Hungry Howie's or Papa John's or Pizza Hut or what am I missing here?
Domino's, Little Caesars,
all those. So it's you live in Lutz, so it was
somewhere between Dale Mabry and Florida Avenue, north of Fowler, south of County Line. There we go. So it gives me a big swath of area.
We've got a big search area. Send out the dogs.
We've narrowed it down, Sarge.
we
think he's in this geographic area.
Dude, you are is it a scofflaw? No, you're a pilferer. I mean,
scoundrel.
Scoundrel is good as well.
Yeah, listen.
What is wrong with you?
Listen, they should have a table dedicated to cheesing your pie.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Amen. Hopefully they learn a lesson.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
You know what that costs?
Bring it back when it's empty.
That's probably
95 cents is what it costs.
No, it's not. It's probably a $3-4 item at the restaurant supply store.
For a pizza cheese shaker.
Call up Beltram. Are they still around?
I bet you.
Was it plastic or glass?
It was glass.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like a little bit of a barrel bubble.
Yeah,
with maybe a little ribbed edges, and then
not as big as an orange,
and the stainless steel screw-on cap,
as big as a big lemon, but not a giant lemon.
There you go.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I got one because what? So
God, you're the worst.
You're talking about hotels. I'm talking about restaurants. But you were saying restaurants.
It's like $1.16.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, you buy them. They buy them in bulk. They probably have 50. They probably have 100 of them in the back room because people like me steal them. Cost of doing business. Don't get me started on my full set of Outback steak knives.
Fester ripping off restaurant supplies at restaurants is classified under the cost of doing business.
I used to have a set of Outback steak knives service for 24.
Hold on. What?
Really?
You can have
Stop.
a banquet.
I could have a wedding party.
You can have a football team banquet. End of season banquet with
Remember those
Fest.
big-
Hold on, you have 24 Outback steak knives that you've ripped off?
Maybe that 24. I don't think I have 20. I think I have a couple. Maybe like 8.
God, what is wrong with you? All right, so folks, if you're tuning in, this all started with just a story that I had about the most stolen item at hotels. And yeah, number one is towels. Number two, the robe. If you stay at a hotel that offers a robe, have you seen the notes that a lot of times, this robe is provided as
For your convenience.
Yeah, exactly. If you like this robe, they are for sale. If it's missing, we're charging your credit card, you thief. It doesn't quite say that, but that's what the implication
That's
is.
the tone they take.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Hampton Inn doesn't really do robes, so it's not a thing.
Nah, but I've heard the stories. People will take the pictures off the walls. I mean, even like hotels these days, they screw the pictures to the wall. So if there's any artwork or decoration, that stuff is screwed to the wall. People still steal it. I mean, it's unbelievable what people will rip off.
So towels, robes, what else?
Yeah. Toilet seats, believe it or not.
No.
So, yeah. Some people will steal the toilet. This is not like at the top, but they have a list of other things.
Yeah.
Reported.
Toilet seats.
Yeah. What?
I mean, I can't think of what I'd rather steal more than something that 10,000 other people have sat on before me.
How do you know it's going to fit on your toilet?
Why would you? I don't know.
I don't understand.
No, it's a good question.
They're pretty universal.
Oh, but I mean, the crap that people steal, it's unfreaking believable.
See, like the shampoos, that's not stealing because they're putting it out, right?
Well, they don't anymore. See, nowadays, they don't put the little ones. They put the big,
The pump.
and it's
Well,
locked.
but
And
that-
it supposedly
wait a minute.
has a lock that somebody can't tamper with it.
You want to know why?
No, I already
Because-
know why.
Well, tell me why. Why have they done that?
Because they don't want to put those little ones out there. First of all, they cost more, and
Yeah.
people were complaining about the environmental impacts of having
Yeah,
all those little
right,
bitty
exactly.
plastics going. So now they have just the big jugs, 3 of them.
Where it's like locked to the wall in the
Right.
shower.
Yeah, and they have
then-
to refill it for you.
Yeah.
That just seems disgusting.
Right? And they say that it's tamper resistant, but I'm like,
I don't buy
I tell
it.
my kids, don't use that.
No.
Yeah. So Michelle doesn't like those. Yeah, how so many hotels have gone to, like in the shower, in the wall, it has the body wash, it's got the shampoo, it's got the conditioner, and they try to make it look like it's secure and locked, but Michelle doesn't trust that
I
crap.
don't trust
No
it.
way.
I don't trust
You know.
it.
I mean, anybody who really wants to, they're going to get in there,
Yeah.
I try to tamper with it.
Who knows what people might be putting in the
right?
in the conditioner?
Nair. Next thing you know, you're bald.
I'm thinking of something else, but
Nair if you're lucky.
Right.
it's just disgusting. But just rounding out the list, so it's towels, it's the robes. People rip off blankets, pillows. Oh, remote controls.
Why?
I don't know.
It has to be specific to your TV, right?
Yeah, people rip off the hangers.
Yeah, I ripped
So-
off it.
The hangers don't work though because they've made them for that little skinny bar, so they're not supposed to work for your regular traditional
It's got like
home closet.
It's got like a little ball at the top that slides into
Yeah.
a slot. So, the hanger's useless at your house. All right, time at 7:20 at the MJ Morning Show. 1 hour, 20 minutes plus of nonstop MJ is on the way next. Michelle and I watched a couple of movies over the weekend. Oh, a little bit of a birthday Saturday night recap. Just, had a nice birthday out. I'll explain coming up in just a minute. Oh, Fester, Michelle made me aware of something that I guess really pisses you off or bothers you.
Okay.
So, Fester, this is funny to me.
Okay, it was not for like public consumption.
Oh, yeah, you tell me it's for public consumption.
All
You
right.
tell me it's on the show. if you tell me something and I like it, it's on the show.
Potentially, it's on the show.
Oh, what is it? Oh, Michelle's all aggravated now. What could it be? What did Fester tell Michelle in confidence that I'm about to reveal to the world? Next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. If you need anything done with your garage door, I'm going to tell you right now, the only garage door company that should be showing up at your house is Banco. Bank on Banco. Why? Because Banco is the best. Local company, over 40 years. The best technicians, honest, reliable. It's not some company that's owned by private equity. No, this Nick Banco, his wife, and all of the dozens and dozens and dozens of great technicians and employees. Banco is the best. A broken spring, track's messed up, you got a panel out of whack, you call Banco. And then the bundle deal for January is fantastic. This only goes until the end of the month. It goes to the 30th. So hurry up. You've got 4 days left on this thing. You can bundle a LiftMaster 6690, great technology-filled garage door opener with the 360 camera, all app-controlled, open and close your door via app. And you can bundle the LiftMaster 6690 with a Clopay garage door, like a hurricane-rated Clopay garage door. Tons of styles to choose from. BancoDoors.com, Bank on Banco, BancoDoors.com. Tell them that MJ sent you. January is also a killer month for you to pick up a new Ford car, truck, or SUV at Veterans Ford. So on the new side, there are amazing deals. Rebates up to $7,000 on brand new Fords. You have rates as low as 0% financing at Veterans Ford. If you're looking for a kick-butt lease deal, folks, listen to this. You can get a brand new F-150 STX, well-equipped, 36-month lease, just $489 a month. And that's sign and drive. $489 a month plus the county tax, but $489 a month with no money down. You know, you see the lease deals a lot of times. It's, X number of dollars a month, and then you got to put, $4,800 down, $52. No money down, $489 a month, and you're in a brand new F-150? Veterans Ford, folks, you walk in there, you tell them you want the MJ deal. Veterans Ford, Linebaugh, and the Veterans Expressway, and tell them that MJ sent you. Traffic's on 724, and we're back in minutes. 1 hour, 20 minutes, nonstop MJ next.
In Hillsborough, still.
I think it was the late game on the NFL championship games last night. I think it might have been the Fox game. So that was Rams and Seahawks. They went to commercial break.
That's what they play when nobody gets injured, huh?
Are you setting me up?
I am.
You setting me up?
Oh.
Yeah, so did not hear the NFL on Fox. Player injured on the field. Let's take a timeout and go to break. Didn't hear this music.
Sam Darnold's down. Looks like he took a shot to the wiener.
Yeah, I don't think there were any injuries really of note
Yes.
in any of the games yesterday.
They're bringing out the cart.
Anyway.
They put his wiener in an inflatable cast.
Super Bowl is set, as you know. It's going to be the Patriots and the Seahawks.
Yeah.
So, East Coast, West Coast.
And if you're wondering, Sam Darnold's wiener's fine, by the way. He didn't get injured in the wiener.
Wiener check?
Yeah.
All good. Michelle, are you happy with the matchup?
Oh yeah, I think it'll be a good. Should be a good game.
I think on Friday's show, I predicted that it was going to be Patriots over the Broncos, and I thought it was going to be Rams over the Seahawks. So I thought it was going to be a Patriots-Rams, but it'll be a Patriots-Seahawks.
Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Both games were pretty close. The weather conditions were amazing in the first game. Started off big green field, ended up in the middle of a blizzard.
Yeah.
But, that was a close game.
Yeah, earlier today I said, hey, we have all the NFL music from Fox. We've got, the Monday Night Football music. And I'm like, what does NBC use, right? And because NBC does have the Super Bowl in a couple of weeks. What is it going to be? Sunday, Feb 8. So Sunday, February 8th will be the Super Bowl, and Andrew dug it up. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, this is the NFL music for NBC, in case you care. All right, folks, we're kicking it off right now. Over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. So just before the break, Michelle seemed to be a little aggravated with me because I think you know what's coming up. What did I say exactly that you realized what I was talking about?
You said what you said.
And what is it that I said?
That you're going to reveal something that I shared with you.
Yes.
That makes Fester upset or angry.
I'm not going to say who it is. And I think, listen.
It's multiple.
Hold on. Do you know what this is? You don't even know what this is yet. So we're pulling into the office. I don't know what triggered this, but Michelle says to me
because of today. What today is.
Oh, it's Monday.
Okay.
All right. So today's Monday. And Michelle shares with me apparently something, Fester, that angers you. Let's not reveal.
What is it?
Let's not reveal the person, but it's somebody here in the building.
Okay.
And apparently, Michelle says that you get pissed off and aggravated because whenever you say hello to this person, the response is always, or you'll say, "Hey, how you doing today?"
Oh, I know what.
And the person will say,
"Well, it's a Monday."
Exactly. But
it's a Monday. They did it today. They did it today.
Oh no!
So you've seen this person
in
the hall already.
Listen, this radio station, it's like a habit trail. I mean, we have no option but to walk past each other down one hallway that all the radio stations are off.
So you say hello to this person this morning, and they say,
"It's a Monday."
But here's what Michelle said. It doesn't matter what day of the week.
No.
So 2 days from now, you say, "Hey, how you doing this morning?"
It's hump day. It's Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Not bad for a Wednesday. 2 more alarm clocks till Friday. Almost the weekend, and it's Wednesday. But it's not the weekend. It's Wednesday.
Last show of the week, all right? Last show, end of the week, you say, "Hey, how's it going today?"
Finally Friday.
It's a Friday.
It's Friday today.
It's a Friday. So
weekend starts at 10:01.
So that is the extent of your conversation, that anything comes back to the day of the it's a Tuesday. It's a Thursday.
And I don't even.
You know what?
I stopped asking, "How are you doing?"
Dude.
Because that's opened up the Pandora's box of the day.
Dude, you need to find their address from HR.
Yeah.
And show up at their place on a Saturday. Hey, I was in the neighborhood. Just wanted to stop by. How you doing today?
It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Not bad for a Saturday. Yeah, I mean, I can't. I just got a text message from Pat George, and he's guessing employees, and he's right.
Our former traffic guy, Pat George.
I love Pat.
So
Anyway,
he knows who it is.
He knows because
It's a Thursday.
it's a Monday.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I stopped asking fellow coworkers, "How are you doing?"
Right.
Because I don't. So I give like a head nod to not engage in conversation, but I don't want to seem prickish.
Right.
So I'm like, "Hey," and then I leave it there. I go, Monday. It's like Pavlovian with me. People want to share their emotion based around the day of the week. And I hate it.
You express this.
I mean, it's Monday every week.
Right,
People who get down on Mondays, guess what'll be in 7 days? Another Monday.
Right. And so then what do I do with you? Like sometimes when you ask me how I am, I go, well, it's a Tuesday. And then you're like, and then you get so angry with me.
Listen, I've shared this with Michelle a while ago. Right. I mean, it's not like something I just spilled.
Oh, Michelle.
Yeah, she's known this for a while.
Right.
So she'll I'll walk in on Monday morning and she'd be like, Happy Monday, Festive. And I'm like, oh, God. Ugh.
I'm moving along.
Or she'll say, how are you? I'm like, great. How are you? She's, well, it's a Wednesday.
I want to alert. I want to blurt this out now.
Blurt.
No. Control yourself.
No control.
I want to blurt something out now, but I kind of need to wait. All right, let me give some clues here. Something is brewing. There's something brewing. And I find it very interesting. I think our listeners will find it interesting as well. Something happened, and this hasn't happened. But I want to blurt it, but I need to wait to see if somehow it gets corrected or how long it lasts. Michelle, you don't even know about this yet. I will, during the next break, I'll whisper in your ear what it is. But you got to correct it because it'll come back to bite you if you don't get it fixed. If you know that it's not happening and you just ride the wave, that it's going to come back and bite you. But I want to say what it is right now, but I don't want to tip it off. And it's not like I'm going to cheat long term, because I've got to jump in to correct it at some point, but I need to see if it does correct. Does that make sense? But I want to say what it is. All right, folks.
Did you get like $100,000 deposited in your bank account and you're not going to tell anybody?
You know what? You're along the right lines.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
That's all I'm going to say. You're that's not exactly the correct tree you're barking up.
So is it not?
Don't stop guessing. Stop guessing.
All right.
I'm just putting you guys and our listeners on alert that I'm going to have an interesting story, I believe, that I'm going to be able to tell. Birthday weekend. Well, Saturday night was my birthday, or Saturday was my birthday.
Yes, happy birthday weekend.
Thank you. We had a really just relaxing, Michelle, thank you. I mean, you asked me what I wanted to do for my birthday. I said, you know what? I want to hit one of my favorite pizza spots. So, 6 o'clock on Saturday, we headed down to South St. Pete, and we went to the Pizza Box on Central Ave, which is, man, that place just keeps getting better and better. Man, we had a couple of pizzas. Michelle craves their meatballs. Michelle, you love those balls.
Oh, those balls are the best.
So
I had too many of those balls.
Michelle, you say that those meatballs are the best meatballs you've ever had.
They're the best I've ever had.
Yeah, they've got some kind of meatball recipe, and then they put it in like a metal cast iron, pan, and then put it in the 700-degree wood-fired pizza oven.
What? They cook them?
Yes. No, but it gets
crazy.
It gets a char. It gets a bark.
And Michelle's a big fan. How many balls did you shove in your face?
They're a little smoky.
How many did you have?
Oh, I probably shoved about 4.
Michelle had 4
right
balls
up in there.
At one time?
4 to meet the ball. That's a good.
Not at one time.
Michelle, that was a good to meet the ball, huh?
Oh yeah.
This guy wants Instagram followers. He should have put a video of you eating balls.
That's a good to meet the ball. Anyway, I'm telling you right. It's a small business. Husband and wife run it. One of my favorite pizzas in town is the Pizza Box, right on Central Avenue in downtown St. Pete. But it was like, and then we go home. This weekend we watched 2 movies which are nominated. Are both.
I don't know.
And anyway, so I don't get to vote for the Oscars, but I get to vote for the SAG Actors Award. So I have the screeners. And this weekend we watched. I thought both were good. Fester, have you seen Begonia?
No, I don't watch movies.
Oh my! What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
movies are one of life's greatest pleasures.
Reality shows are one of life's greatest pleasures.
Oh, that's right. You watch Big Brother. And,
I just got started on Love Is Blind.
And Herpes Island or whatever the heck you watch.
Okay, Herpes Island is not a show, although I would watch it.
Whatever.
Yeah, really?
All right. So,
I know somebody that can, be a contestant.
all right. So,
Stop.
Yeah.
all right. So hang on.
Janine. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. A person I know with the herp.
All right. Please stop. All right.
Fester, stop it.
Herpy Janine.
Michelle.
Stop.
Michelle.
Oh my God.
What? Michelle.
What?
What? I'm moving on from Janine.
Okay.
You're the one that said Herpes Island.
All right, please, all right. It was a quick little mention. I don't need to harp on Janine. All right. So, Michelle, why did you think I was not going to like Begonia? Michelle is setting up the fact, I don't think you like it. I thought Begonia was amazing.
Yeah, it was an amazing story. When I read, whatever I read about it, it also had that sci-fi element, and you don't like sci-fi. And so I was like, I like.
This may not be his thing.
No,
Right.
It's a bad movie, but
Right. I was just a little reluctant to be like, we should really watch this movie on a Friday night for you.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved Begonia. It was phenomenal.
Part of it's because you like the guy who was the lead actor in it. That's why.
Jesse Plemons.
Yes.
By the way, he's nominated for the SAG Awards, but he got snubbed.
Yeah.
Snubbed.
He got snubbed for the Oscars.
Fester, can you believe it?
I feel so bad for these famous actors.
I know.
Such a snub.
His wife is so angry. She posted about it on Instagram. It's terrible.
Heavens, no. I feel so bad for successful actors and they're
Snubbed
snubbed
on some stupid
Such a
award.
tough
Hold
life.
on,
I know.
But his wife is famous. Who's his
Is
wife?
it Kirsten Dunst?
I
Is that
think,
who it is?
It might be.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but Jesse Plemons was just incredible, and Emma Stone. Emma Stone
Was she snubbed?
No, she got nominated for Best Actress for the Oscars, but Jesse Plemons was not. Anyway,
She got the nod.
Emma Stone she gets nominated for anything. She could just sit and like do frog ribbits for an hour, and she'd probably get nominated.
Anyway, the movie was great, and then the other movie,
I'd watch her.
The other nominated movie that we watched was Marty Supreme, and that was great. That was also good. That movie wore me out a little bit. I mean, there was what was that, Andrew? What are you saying in my ear? What? No.
So you like Marty Supreme?
I thought Marty Supreme was great. I did enjoy it with Timothy Chalamet.
Which one did you like better?
I think I like Begonia better.
Exactly.
Yeah, Begonia better than Marty Supreme. So if I had a vote now,
and that's her point. I think that Timothy Chalamet has been nominated.
Hold on, you mean Timothy Chalamet?
We can stop with that.
However you want to mispronounce it when you say Chalamet.
It
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You're that guy.
Yeah. I think he's nominated and her husband is not. And I think that's kind of her complaint, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, the snub.
I know. Oh, it's terrible.
Such groundbreaking, life-changing work these people are doing. Oh, the snub. Shut up, actor.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know where that sound effect.
Shut the hell up.
I don't know where that's from, but it's my new favorite sound effect.
You like that? Hold on a minute. This is brand new. I just added this, folks,
Shut the hell up.
to the MJ Morning Show sound effects and soundbite repertoire, to our inventory. Do you know who this is? Today I have like two guess who it is. You know what? I'm going to segue right into the next one in just a second. So do you know who? I just recorded this over the weekend. Michelle and I were just watching TV, and this pops up.
Shut the hell up.
Do you know who that is? Can you? You know what? I'm gonna play 2 games because I have 2 sound bites, and I want to see if anyone knows who they are. All right. Do you know who this is, folks?
Shut the hell up.
Whose voice is that?
Shut the hell up.
But
I have a guess.
I write it down. Don't, because I want to see if the audience knows.
Oh.
I want to see if the listeners know.
Don't worry. It doesn't matter if I know it. I won't say it.
800-990-1047. Michelle, you remember when we saw this, right?
Oh, I do.
Yeah. So
Because I was laughing so hard when
we're just sitting in the living room. I'm just this is over the weekend. I'm all. Dude, you're holding it up to the camera, you idiot.
Well, I'm sorry.
You're
That's my guess.
Stop
Sorry.
it. All right, let's
If
go.
you're driving in your car right now,
right.
chances are you're not watching MJTV.
800-990-1047. Dude, you held up the correct
I was
answer.
holding it up for you.
But you held it right in front of your freaking camera.
And then it's not my fault. The camera situation here sucks.
800. So it hasn't appeared on MJTV yet. So I'm looking at the early call-ins.
Okay,
So it
let's
hasn't
go.
because there's like a minute delay on MJTV or whatever.
This person has a very, very distinct voice if you listen
Yeah.
for certain clues.
All right, let's go. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Mystery voice of the day.
Shut the hell up.
Who is that? And why did I have to roll the DVR back and record that?
Shut the hell up.
That's a great all-purpose sound effect.
Shut the hell up.
We're going to be using that for months to come.
Shut the hell up.
It's a little tinny.
Well, because we weren't recording. So when I record, then I can do a direct
Okay.
into my little home studio. I had to hold the phone recorder up to the TV screen.
Now we're settling for
Yeah.
compromised audio.
Well, because all right.
Okay.
All right, let me hit phones. First call is Missy in Spring Hill. Missy, who said that?
Well, now that I listen to it, I think I might be wrong, but is it Eddie Murphy?
You know what? There's a little Eddie Murphy tinge to that. However, Eddie Murphy is not the correct answer, but thank you for trying. Let me grab Kingston in Riverview. Kingston, MJ Morning Show. Who said...
Shut the hell up.
Who is it?
Chris Tucker.
Good guess, but not Chris Tucker. Let me grab James in Claremont. James, who said that?
Shrek. I don't know who plays it. Is it
Shrek?
I think Eddie
Shrek
Murphy.
or Donkey?
yeah, that's it.
Donkey's Eddie Murphy.
Right.
Yeah, Donkey's Eddie Murphy, but no.
Shrek is Mike
Not
Meyer.
Shrek or the donkey or whatever. Bill is in Newport Richie. Bill, whose voice is that?
Sounds like Charles Barkley to me.
That is correct.
Excellent.
You win nothing, but Bill, great guess. It is. You didn't see it on MJTV, did you?
No, I did not.
Yeah,
All right.
I held it up accidentally.
Yeah, very good. No, that 100% right. Very good guess, and you are correct. Yeah, it's Charles Barkley.
Shut the hell up.
Was this yesterday or was it Saturday?
I think it was Saturday.
What-
Because basketball was supposed to be on, or they were introing a game. Kentucky, I think, versus I don't know.
Yeah.
I was loving
was
that.
Was that ESPN? So Charles Barkley's on the desk on one side. The other side is was it Shaq? Was it Shaq?
I don't remember.
Anyway,
I don't know all these basketball dudes.
right. So like they have four guys on the dais, and they're commenting, and Barkley just barks at one of the guys and says,
Shut the hell up.
"I gotta have that sound effect."
All right, so
Yes.
did Charles Barkley tell Colin Cowherd to shut the hell up?
I don't know.
Shut the hell up.
It was ESPN, right? Yeah, it was ESPN.
Fox Sports guy Colin Cowherd accused ESPN of burying inside the NBA to please Adam Silver, blah, blah, blah.
All right.
And Charles Barkley told
Yeah.
shut the hell up.
I think so.
All right, you ready for, that also Charles Barkley, I think when he owed the Wynn Casino out in Vegas like 800 grand, I think he told their collections people once.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah. All right, you ready? Didn't Charles Barkley have a gambling issue and owed like hundreds of thousands of dollars to the Wynn Casino in Vegas?
I do know he's a prolific gambler.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he's rolled some super crazy Super Bowl bets.
He just sounded so animated in that, like excited.
I-
Shut the hell up.
Fester, do not write down and hold this up to the camera.
Okay,
All right,
sorry.
folks, at 7:48, we have another one for you. Who is this? Listen.
Let's get physical.
All right, who is that?
All right.
Did you hear that? Do you know? This should be very easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
800-990-1047. Man, what a remarkable singing voice. who is this?
Let's get physical. Physical.
800-990-1047. If you don't instantly know who that is, then I've got questions about you. All right, 800-990-1047.
We need to take calls.
I think it's, yes, why
we
not?
just can't say who it is and how funny it is. We need to guess. Oh, is it this person? No.
Dude,
Okay, this one seems a little more obvious.
I'm making the show interactive.
Okay, well, you can just tell them the answer
You have
sometimes.
problems with
It's
me
not a
making-
tough question.
It's not a tough question.
So then it's not interactive.
It's interactive.
I mean, the Charles Barkley one was tough. I mean, it could have been Eddie Murphy. I heard that when somebody said it.
let me just go along
Okay,
with
take
it
your calls.
for 20 seconds.
All right.
Someone's going to get it right.
Wake me up when you're done.
The first caller's probably going to guess who this is.
Let me take a
Let's
nap.
get physical. Physical. Let's get physical. Physical.
All right, I'm grabbing the first. The first one's going to get it. Nick and Valrico. Nick, who is that?
That's Reggie Miller.
No.
We're past that one. We're on to the next audio clip.
You-
Or maybe he thinks Reggie Miller did that.
I don't know. No, it is not. Let's grab Sean and Largo. Sean, who is that?
It's Sam, and it's Tom Brady.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, ding, ding, ding. Big winner.
you got to be such a Debbie Downer over there, Fester.
Just being honest. I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Hey, I'm with Fester. I got to agree with Fester about the cheese shaker.
Oh,
I
yes.
got a red pepper one at home.
Wait, you
I've
start.
also been known to take beer glasses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this is going back to earlier in the show where Fester ripped off one of the Parmesan cheese shakers from a local pizza restaurant that he was taking out from, and decided he was just going to rip off one of their cheese shakers off the table on the way out. And it was you weren't even dining in; you were taking out. So you're confessing, Sam, that you stole one of the red pepper flake shakers from a pizza shop.
Yeah, Giordano's in Denver.
Okay, listen, I don't think there's a bolo for you in Colorado.
All right, Sam. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Hey,
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, it's Tom Brady. Does he sing a lot?
God, I hope not.
Does he?
Let's get
Listen.
physical. Physical.
Yeah. So what was it? It was a Ram player and a Seahawks player were mixing it up, and had some. They had some touching activity, and then Tom's like, "Yeah, let's get physical." You know.
I will say, Tom looked as good in the booth last night, and I think it was as comfortable as he's ever been. He was smiling the whole time. He was very.
Hey,
I'm coming to really like Tom Brady's commentary.
Michelle, what have I said to you now over the course of the season, watching games where Tom Brady's doing color commentary? What have I said?
You keep talking about how he's improved.
He has.
He really has.
When he first started, he was stiff and it just seemed unnatural. But I'll give Tom Brady credit. He has really come into his own and has gotten so much progressively better during the course of the season.
You know, maybe he's just kicking back a couple before he goes on.
Yeah, maybe he'd take like a Xanny bar or something.
Oh,
He's like,
well,
say whatever you want, Burkhardt. I'm right here.
Right.
Some Molly.
Yeah.
He's doing Hey, so Michelle, though, and I'm in somewhat agreement with Michelle. Well, I'll praise Tom Brady. He's absolutely gotten better delivery, just his speed, his spontaneity, what he says. However, Michelle and I are in agreement. Is he really worth $350 million for that deal that Fox Sports did with him for Tom Brady to be on the NFL on Fox?
He's worth every penny.
Oh, he's
Really?
You're worth what they pay you.
Well,
Yeah,
listen,
you're worth what they pay you.
If you can get it, then
If you can
go ahead and get it.
Yeah, you're worth exactly what you get.
I guess I just feel like I'd be watching the football anyway. So if Fester were doing a commentary, it'd be just fine by me.
There'd be a lot more cursing if I was doing it. I'd be like, oh, crap. Did you see that?
Oh.
Bam. Oh, damn. You have
So
I'd be the wrong guy to call football games.
And you could do Cajun Fester.
Listen, only when the Saints play.
Okay.
enough.
All right.
Gasparilla, the kids' parade was Saturday.
Yes.
Did we ever take our kids to the Gasparilla Kids Parade? I don't think we ever did.
I don't think I ever did.
We're terrible parents.
Terrible.
No, but we did had them on a float a couple of times, during the adult parade. So Gasparilla Kids Parade behind us.
Yep.
The big Gasparilla Parade is coming up this Saturday. And how did you guys get to talking about Jose Gaspar?
Because we started talking about the kids' parade.
Okay.
and we started talking about the big parade on Saturday.
Michelle was floored when Fester bestowed a Gasparilla fact upon my lovely wife, Michelle, earlier this morning. This is off the air.
All right. So I love the Gasparilla Parade. I think it's the best event that the city of Tampa pulls off.
It's a great event.
Yes.
However, I've had my fill.
You've had your fill.
After being at 20 parades and being on floats and walking. And
every year I go to the parade. I'm a member of the Rough Riders, right? Rough Riders of the Tampa Rough Riders. And it's a charitable organization that does a lot of good work in the community. And Michelle brought up the Pirates, right? She goes, are you going to be in the parade? I go, hell yeah, I'm going to the parade on Saturday.
Fester's a Rough Rider.
And she's like, are you going to dress up as a pirate? And I gave her like the blankest look. And I was like, no, we're not a bunch of grown men playing pretend. Because that whole lore about pirates in Tampa Bay, this whole Jose Gaspar thing is fake, people.
Yeah. So, Michelle, I knew this. I didn't know that you didn't know this.
How would I know it until somebody tells me?
It's fake.
Gasparilla is a complete invention. There is no proof whatsoever that Jose Gaspar ever existed. There's even like some kind of like a sketch or like a portrait of Jose Gaspar.
Of what he looked like. There's a statue of him somewhere.
That somebody drew with charcoal like in 1922 or something.
He never existed.
Yeah, there is no proof that there's any Jose Gaspar, of which the parade Gasparilla is named after him.
He never anchored in Tampa Bay.
No, it's
and
like
raped and pillaged the land.
No.
That's what we heard when we came here. We were like, what's this Gasparilla parade? And they're like, that's where we celebrate where the pirates came in and raped and pillaged. And we were like, we're celebrating that?
Yeah, what a terrible thing to celebrate.
Right?
Yeah.
We were like, okay, maybe we don't want this job.
Hey,
I thought Jose Gaspar was going to get Me Too'd, along with Harvey Weinstein.
Sounds like you should have been. I mean,
Harvey, sorry you got put together on those charges. Keep my name out of your mouth.
I wonder if Jose Gaspar ever did it in a plant.
Almost exclusively.
At the Columbia in Ybor.
On the coast of Florida, there's all these sexy plants.
Where did it come from then? Do we know?
It's just lore.
It goes back like 120 years or something, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Michelle, you know what? Why don't you take a little excursion to the Tampa Bay History Museum and talk to the chief curator?
None of them will say, hey, Jose Gaspar was a real pirate that plundered through the Gulf of Mexico.
Totally phony. There's no Jose Gaspar.
Here's like the coal. You type in Jose Gaspar into Wikipedia. First thing to pop up is his little coal etched drawing that appeared,
which looks like some kind of Van Gogh self portrait, doesn't it?
It appeared in a brochure in 1900.
There you go.
Yeah,
126 years ago.
He's a mythical Spanish pirate supposedly terrorizing the Gulf of Mexico, based out of Southwest Florida. And we have embraced him as a community.
He had a track home in Port Charlotte.
Yeah, he did. The last hurricane really did a lot of damage.
Yeah, Charlie messed him
Charlie
up.
Really messed
back in 2000. Well, no, then you had Ian, right?
I have to take back to the sea. Shiver me timbers. But what the point was that all these pirates are fake. And the difference is the Rough Riders, Teddy Roosevelt and his crew of soldiers did make camp here in Tampa before they went to Cuba for the Spanish-American War. There is true, actual history between what the fake pirates did. No buccaneers in Tampa Bay.
So that's the crew you chose, the real crew.
Yeah, and a bunch of fake lawyers walking around with fake scars on their face. Hey, didn't you do my buddy's DUI case? Arr, matey. Arr. He mystic crew of morons.
I'm surprised there's not a Jose Gaspar DUI law firm.
Arr. Well, shiver me timbers.
You're going to start a war.
Between us, I'm not a fan of the pirates.
All right, let me ask a question.
Or those people who think they're like the round table.
Next. Let me ask a question, guys. How many sickos are disappointed that guy didn't fall off the building in Taipei, Taiwan? How many? He made it.
I had one friend send me a text on Saturday night, and he said He made it to the top. And I wrote back, yawn. I literally spelt the word yawn out. I don't care.
I thought that there was, even though it's a remarkable feat, for this guy to climb with, no harness, no net, just his little bag of chalk, on a belt. Listen, it's a pretty
Great.
It's a pretty spectacular feat. But I pretty much thought there was 0% chance that this guy was going to actually fall off.
So you said how many sickos are disappointed that he made it?
Yeah.
So
how many
you saw how much he got paid.
How much?
Well, hold on. We're about to go into that.
How many?
Because
So my question would be, did he have life insurance? Was the life insurance policy more than what he
Yes.
got paid?
from Colonial Penn. Yeah. The three things are price,
And price.
and price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ugh, 3
And
P's of insurance shop.
What's the guy that took Alex Trebek's job after he died?
Ken Jennings?
No. On the commercials for the life insurance company, it's Jonathan. Isn't it Jonathan that took the place of Alex Trebek? I don't think he had life insurance, but this is another very important element to the story. The dude is saying that his payday, millions of people watch this on Netflix. So, Michelle, we were home Saturday night after we went to the pizza box for a beautiful pizza birthday dinner in downtown St. Pete. We come home, and then I was like, oh, hey, that climber dude is on, because it got canceled on Friday night. You know that, right?
I know nothing about this.
Okay. So
I know that it happened, and I know that I was not interested. And last Friday, you single-handedly, MJ, made me less interested.
Oh.
Hold on. What did I do to make you less interested?
Because you told me that they were running it in a 10-second delay.
Oh, yeah.
And if he does fall, I'm not going to see a splat. I stopped watching police chases because news crews cut away at the end. If I can't get the payoff,
Right.
I'm out.
Well, because it's at some point with those LA car chases, they were covering those live, and then there were some spectacular, wipeouts, or there was the one where the guy gets out of the car during the chase with a gun, and the cops
Turned him into a colander right there.
The guy mowed him. The cops mowed him down because the guy has a gun. All right, so then they go on a delay. Now, we told you on Friday's show that Netflix had a 10-second delay on this dude just in case he fell, and that took some of the element of interest, I think, out of the equation.
What's his name? Alex Honnold?
Yeah,
Honnold?
Alex Honnold.
Okay.
And the stunt was supposed to happen on Friday night, Saturday morning, local time in Taipei, Taiwan, for this Taipei 101 tower. So the winds or the weather, it was raining, right? I think it was rain on Friday.
That's when they should have made him climb.
Oh yeah, nice and slippery metal.
What do they put on concert tickets, like rain or shine?
Oh yeah.
When Netflix signed the contract, hey, rain or shine, you're doing it, bro.
So I mean, the guy starts just on the sidewalk on the corner of the building, and he did climb it. So it was a day late. It happened on Saturday night instead of Friday night. But as we wrap up this discussion on this, he said that his payout from Netflix, which Netflix is loaded. I mean, Netflix has over 330 million subscribers. Is that worldwide or just the United States?
I think that's more than the population of the United States.
It is the population of the United States.
So yeah, that must be worldwide.
But I mean, listen, Netflix is making mint. They're making bank. So this Alex Honnold guy who successfully climbed this Taipei skyscraper, like a free climb, he also said that the paycheck was embarrassingly low. Yeah, and
What's embarrassingly low?
well, apparently the number is mid-six figures. So you just go with $500,000. Mid-six figures is $500,000.
So this guy
7 figures is $1 million.
can climb the side of a building and he's balking at $500,000.
For the amount of, look, dude, like Jake Paul, and when they do those boxing things, he's walking away with like $45 million
Okay, so here's the crazy thing about this.
on
And
Netflix or whatever.
I've heard this from Netflix, especially with comics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they'll give you your first special, but they'll pay you next to nothing, and they'll see how you do.
Oh.
Like this is a gamble for Netflix. I mean, they had a lot of money invested in the production of this. So let's see how many eyes actually watch this guy, what the appetite to watch this guy climb something is. It's a gamble for him too. But if he set Netflix records and it was an amazing show,
Right.
the next thing he climbs, like when he climbs like, the Eiffel Tower with no pants on, or the next thing he does, then that'll be his payday.
Yeah, so he said, he did an interview. He said that the payout from Netflix for him to climb for this, it was like an hour and a half climb. And we didn't watch there was no way I was watching the whole thing. We watched, on Saturday night, we watched Marty Supreme at the house. So we get home and, we opened a bottle of wine. I made, Michelle loves the old fashions that I make. And then it was like 8:20. And I'm like, oh, dude, the guy's climbing. So we quickly put on Netflix. We watched the live climb, 10-second delay, for, what would you say, Michelle, 5 minutes?
If even.
Yeah, we watched it for a couple of minutes. I said, okay, let's put Marty Supreme on. And then we forgot about it. And then yesterday morning or yesterday, late morning, early afternoon, like, the climber, I guess, I said, I guess he made it because I haven't seen like a big story about a splat.
Yeah, you would have heard if he fell.
Yeah, so he didn't fall. So then I turned on Netflix and it said resume. So I was able to resume and just pick it up so I fast forwarded it in. So I fast forwarded like an hour and 30 minutes in to where he summits, where he gets to the top and he's standing on top and it was windy as hell up there. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was windy.
As windy as I would expect it to be. It wasn't, hurricane force wind.
But he did an interview with the New York Times where he said that the paycheck from Netflix was, quote, embarrassingly small, especially when compared to the massive contracts earned by mainstream pro athletes.
Oh, shut this guy up. He's not a mainstream pro athlete.
Right.
He's what do they call those guys that just jump around the city?
Spider-Man.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But there's like a parkour. He's like
Right.
a parkour.
Parkour.
He's like a really good parkour guy. What? He's comparing himself to what? Like the kind of like boxing money?
Right.
This guy's ridiculous.
Anyway.
Who else has paid him $500,000 ever in his life to climb anything?
I would have thought, though, a Netflix special that probably attracted tens of millions of people.
But we don't know that, though. They won't know until it's done.
You're running for mayor of Tampa, MJ. Let's hypothetically,
Okay.
right? And you want to have a big campaign kickoff splash, right? And you want to hire this guy to climb the beer can building in downtown Tampa. How much you paying him? $2,000?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's balking at $500,000.
That's the Beasley budget.
Yeah, I mean,
That's not a bad idea, though.
I mean, we wanted to do it.
Pitch that to Bob.
Let's have him climb our 2-story building here at the Beasley Media Complex in St. Pete.
You could probably climb this building, dude. I
think I probably
I
could.
couldn't climb it. You're in pretty good shape.
Did you see my laser video? Man, people are liking that.
Dude, no, they're not.
It's got a ton of views. Yeah, go ahead and refresh. You got to refresh it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to get clearance from TPD. You want to see how deadly police laser is, and listen, if you're hit with laser and you're speeding, that's like instantaneous. And if you got a radar detector, forget it.
Dude.
Yeah, well, it's laser versus radar. So I did a TPD ride-along with Detective David Hazelzett. And I did a ride-along, and we were on the Courtney Campbell Causeway, the approach just before the traffic light at Rocky Point, before you get onto the Courtney Campbell Causeway. And it was a speed enforcement ride-along with a state of Florida Department of FDOT grant for public safety. And the video is pretty interesting. And we're sitting there, and this is right on the side of the Courtney Campbell approach, and it's a 50-mile-an-hour zone. As where the old Tanga Lounge, we were right in the area where the old Tanga Lounge and the old, remember the Tex-Mex place that used to be there before that expansion? And it was truly remarkable. Now, the video, it's just a quick 30-second video, but if you want to see a car, a Jeep, getting picked off for doing 71 in that 50 zone, if you want to see this all transpire, the video is on my Instagram. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I'm riding shotgun. And, Detective Hazelset gets the speed, 71 and a 55, knows what car it is.
71 and a 50.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Because that's a big difference of jerkiness.
No.
In my opinion.
It's 50. It's 50.
You're in a 50 mile an hour zone.
And my caption says that.
I've been trying to justify this to myself all weekend long since I saw this yesterday morning.
Dude,
I'm trying to justify this.
So the Jeep is doing 21 miles over the speed limit, 71 in a 50.
I feel a certain way about it. I'm not going to lie.
All right, so you don't think you should be busted for doing 21 after I left?
Great police work, officer. In a wide open road, a guy on a Sunday morning is going 71. Oh, great. Let's pee in his cornflakes.
It was a dude. Okay, fine. How about people do 59 miles an hour in your neighborhood, which is a 25 mile an hour zone?
Honestly, focus on the super speeders.
Oh, so you got to be doing at least 100 miles an hour?
I'm sure there's somebody barreling 100 miles an hour.
Well, after I left,
I'm sure there's somebody on that bridge going 100 miles an hour within the half an hour time frame before or after he was there.
After I left, he texted me later in the day that he had like an 82 in a 50.
80 is a different story than 70 on what is essentially an interstate at that stretch.
It's 71 and a 55 is speeding.
The 50. 71 and a 50.
What did I say? Did I say 55 again?
Yeah.
Okay, 71 and a 50. Yes, it's 50. So, yeah.
I was watching my speed all weekend. I was like, I'm 71 miles an hour right now. This would have got me a ticket on the Courtney Campbell?
Yeah, listen, it's a public safety issue because with this FDOT grant, it focuses on aggressive driving. And, the goal is to reduce crashes and reduce fatalities. Oh, also, can I point something else out? It's amazing the people that don't follow the move over law. That if you've got a cop or a road ranger or a disabled vehicle on the shoulder, you've got to slow down to, 20 miles an hour below the posted speed or move over to the next lane. It is amazing the people that don't move over. We have a move over law. You can get a ticket, a moving violation for not moving over. Just move over if there's something going on the shoulder.
All right, now here is my problem with the Jeep driver.
All right, what's the problem with the Jeep driver?
It looks like the officer's in plain sight. You scan the road a quarter mile down the road.
You should.
You see the any car that I see oddly parked on the side, I automatically assume it's, law enforcement, and you at least take your foot off the gas to coast by them.
If you want to see the video, it's. I think it's a really cool video. It's. Let me bring the audio up. Reset it. You can hear he's driving a Dodge Charger unmarked, and you can hear the gas when he pulls out to go after the Charger. Then you can hear the sirens. I hit it. Go ahead.
There we go.
All right.
DJ Morning Show, Q105 Tampa.
Oh, I got too many things running.
You got 19 things open. This goes as usual.
I had our internet up. I got to pull up. Hold on, it's gonna take me a second. It's gonna take me. Hold on. I go back here, open a window. It's gonna take me a couple.
Dude,
seconds.
Why'd you close out my Instagram?
I can't hear my computer.
But just leave the Instagram open. You just closed everything. Close everything but the Instagram. All right. If you want to see the video of the laser catching the speeding driver, it's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio.
All right, here we go.
That's Certified MJ Radio.
Morning Show, Q105 Tampa Bay. Out here with TPD, Courtney Campbell Causeway on a Saturday morning. We're in a 50-mile-an-hour zone. This is a state grant, aggressive driving patrol. What'd you get? Up 71 and a 50.
All right, listen to this.
What car was that?
The Jeep.
All right, we're going to get a Jeep. All right, gonna light her up. Here we go. Going to get the Jeep. It's this Jeep right in front of us here. There goes the siren. Yeah, he knows.
And he pulled right over. So, what's amazing? I was out there for, a couple of hours, and you write the ticket, then you do a U-turn, come back around. What is that, Bay Point or whatever?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
You do that little loop where the walking and the bike trail is. You do the loop right, near the hotel entrance over there. You come back around, reset. You're there for 10 seconds, and you got another one. It was like shampoo instructions. It was like rinse and repeat. It was like just nonstop conveyor belt.
So what was this guy's ticket? Or did he get like a really stern warning?
No, he got written.
Great.
He got written. If you want to see the video, folks, it's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and the comment section is it's very active, because people have thoughts about speed traps or or speed enforcement. But it was a great experience. The video again is on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio.
And listen to Fake Cop MJ give the Dup 71. Dup 71.
I'm an observer.
What'd you get?
I'm not a fake cop.
What'd you get?
I'm an observer.
What'd you get? And he holds it up. He goes,
Yeah.
Dup
Well,
71. Book him.
You can see the laser handheld device. You can see the screen where it shows 71 miles an hour, and then the distance. It also calculates the distance that the laser picked up the vehicle doing the speed. It's a cool video.
So you pick this Jeep. This officer, rightfully so, pulls him over. 71 and a 50.
Yep.
Does he tell you before he gets out of the car? Okay, stay in the car. Don't touch anything. When he gets out. What does he tell you?
I'm going to hit the siren
I
while
don't
he's
know.
up.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't. What does he tell you before he leaves the car?
Nothing. What am I going to?
I don't know.
You like to push buttons and touch things.
I mean,
so-
you're sitting there for 5 minutes, and you're sitting.
Right.
It's amazing how quickly you get the license, you run it, then the machine's all automated. Like when you put the license information in, it auto populates the ticket. You hit a thermal printer in the car, and boom, he can do a traffic stop in 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and get ready to go back around and grab another one. Anyway, cool video on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. If you don't follow me, follow my Instagram,
Please.
Certified MJ Radio, for kick butt content like that.
Like cops ruining people's day on Sunday morning.
Hey, it was a Saturday morning.
What's
all right?
Was it?
It was a Saturday morning. It was not Sunday morning. Yeah, Saturday morning.
Saturday was your birthday.
No, this was a week ago. This was it was not this past weekend. It was the weekend before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to get clearance from the media and legal department to post the video.
What's the guy's name in the clearance department?
Hank.
Oh, I thought it'd be Clarence.
Oh, I need some clearance.
It's a Clarence.
Is that it?
It's an airplane, dude.
All right. Let me go through the pile. Oh, you want to hear what ticks off a bartender at a restaurant? Think about this. What ticks off a bartender at a restaurant? Now, not just the bar. We're talking about the bar at a restaurant. Any idea? Think
Bar
about
at
it.
a restaurant.
Michelle, think about this. What ticks off a bartender at a restaurant? Think. Giddy up.
I don't know. Like something, maybe the tip isn't shared properly between the server and the bartender.
You're barking up the right tree.
Oh, I do this all the time.
Hang on.
Order a drink and then go to a table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always try to make sure to take care of the bartender because I'm not going to see that person again.
So
Right.
bartenders, they will tell you that when this occurs, they typically get shorthanded. And this is a very common request. You're at the bar at the restaurant, and you're notified, your table's ready, and then what do you say?
I'm just going to take us to the table.
Yeah,
or
just
build a table
put the bar tab on my
other bill.
on my
tell the server
on my restaurant. Exactly. So bartenders say that it costs them tips. That when your drinks from the bar get transferred to your regular restaurant bill, they're not getting tipped out, or they lose out on the tip. So if you close the tab at the bar at the restaurant, they're getting tipped, typically.
Yeah, that's why the bartenders at restaurants love those regulars who just glue themselves to that bar stool and get tanked up.
Just barfly it.
Yep.
So here's the other deal. And Michelle, this has kind of been a topic of debate with some friends of ours as far as bartender tipping.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people, and Professor, look this up. Why don't you Google how much should you tip the bartender?
Oh.
Because some people will tip a bartender a full 20%. And Michelle, we've had this debate, this conversation with some friends of ours, and what has been discussed as far as tipping?
Whether it should be 20% or whether it should be $1 a beverage.
Yeah.
The price of drinks are so nuts ass crazy.
Yeah.
You go to a bartender, you get a drink, and it's you get a bill for $14,
Right.
and you're like,
20% is going to be like
it's a couple
another
of bucks.
$3.
I'm not splitting hairs either way. It's not going to make or break me, but
Yeah.
you have a couple of drinks, it's $45.
Right.
I don't know.
The general rule of thumb, for a lot of people is, $1 or $2 a drink as far as a tip. Now, listen, if you, even here in the Tampa Bay area, it is not uncommon for you to get a cocktail that's $18, $20.
Right.
I mean, some of the prices, are getting up there. Or, a glass of wine, depending on what wine it is and what the bottle price is. Typically a glass is a higher prorated amount than the full bottle. But, there are wines that, $30 a glass, just for a, 6-ounce pour of wine that you could see that. So, Michelle, our friend's rule of thumb is $1 a drink. Is that it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you get. Every drink you give $1.
I'm sure bartenders don't want to hear this. And the other thing they don't want to hear is, hey, can you just move this over to our table? Because bartenders say that they lose out on the tip.
So would the bartender rather you sit down there and order the meal and eat at the bar and take up an hour, and then get a tip on the whole amount? I don't know. I went to a restaurant, I think, with my son a couple weeks ago. We sat at the bar, and, he's sitting there just shooting root beers back. And
you tipped $1 a
I tipped
beverage?
$1 beverage. They're real happy with us.
I'm sure.
But, we took up, the guy's
Dude, how much sugar did you load your kid up with you're sitting at a bar, how many root beers your kid have?
7.
Oh, God. And you want to know why your kid's hyperactive?
Nah, yeah, 7. All right. Yeah, Dad 4.
All right, speaking of...
I'm kidding.
Speaking of drinking, so we've talked about dry January, and this came up on the show probably a couple of times since we're back from Christmas vacation, since we're in the the month of January. But so dry January might be a thing for some people. You know what else is something for some people? Not dry January, but
Very, very wet January?
high January.
Very drunk January?
No,
High
high.
January?
Do you know about a high January? High January is the new dry January. So high January, apparently the sales of THC infused drinks are going through the roof.
Is it because they're more available than they've ever been before?
Yeah.
Is it like one thing?
Well, I think they're just substituting. They're like, you know what? I'm going to cut out the alcohol, but I'm just going to go ahead and, take a gummy or however they maybe smoke a joint. I don't know. However they utilize these products.
So are they legal in all states? So I'm looking at a picture of a can of Drinkin' Buds beverages, and it claims to have 10 milligrams of THC. Now, THC is the chemical active ingredient in marijuana.
10 milligrams, man. I'll get you where you want to go.
Listen, I don't know how that works. I don't smoke pot. I've never smoked pot. I don't do pot gummies. I don't do that. I don't do CBD. But sales of beverages which have THC are rising as you have people looking to get like a buzz without the alcohol. So these drinks have THC, but they don't have an alcohol content. And apparently these sales of these drinks are going through the roof.
Yeah, I've never really heard of them before. Do they sell them at Circle K?
Well, again, are they not in Florida? I don't know if they're legal. Well,
I don't know.
What do you mean, like drinks that have the THC? Or
Yeah.
Remember, I
Yeah.
told you I saw them up in Connecticut.
Right.
When I was shopping at the liquor store, and I saw these cans, and they looked like fun.
Why were you shopping at a liquor store in Connecticut?
When I was like with Chloe, we were.
They're going to get
Well,
drunk.
you're loading up our college law student kid with
back
liquor.
in-
Were you stocking up Were you
Yes.
stocking up her? Does she have like a little like a Mad Men office bar?
No.
In
She
her
had-
apartment.
she had a little event.
Does she have a beverage cart in her house?
Let me speak. She had a little event to go to, and I was there, so I just grabbed her a few. She wanted to take a little itty bitty bottle of champagne. So anyway, I was walking through the store to get this little mini bottle of champagne, and they had on the shelf they looked cute, like little drinks, like they had little fruit things on the side or whatever. And I was like, oh, what are those? And I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just thinking they were like
a fruity
seltzers,
drink.
right?
Yeah.
And so I picked it up and I was like thinking, oh, this might be something I could, put in the refrigerator for myself. But then I saw that it was either THC or CBD, and I was like, what the heck? That's what was in the beverage. And I wouldn't have noticed it if I didn't really start to read.
Dude, you should have bought it.
Hey, Fester,
No.
You know what would have happened if you would have drank it? MJ becomes a lot funnier.
all right, Fester, can you look up are THC infused drinks legal in Florida? All right, that's what I want to know.
But I think the real question is it really a dry January if you're then doing something else, right?
Well,
like you're just substituting.
But dry January refers to alcohol.
I know
and
it,
these
but-
drinks have no, yeah.
That's the point of the article that I read in the Atlantic was like, is it really a dry
So
January
you're getting buzzed some other way.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
All right. So according to the authority on all things booze,
Yeah.
ABC Liquor, a complete guide to THC-infused drinks.
All right.
Here's a couple of cans called High Rise. It looks like a
Oh,
seltzer.
Oh, High Rise.
Yeah, they look like seltzers.
It says THC beverages are legal in Florida. You must be 21 to purchase. Contains hemp-derived D9 THC. Produces a buzz. Varies in dosage from 2 to 10 milligrams.
Yeah. Well, the can that I just saw is a 10 milligram THC content. All right. Well, heads up. Oh, speaking of, I guess, imbibing, Michelle, I thought maybe I'd invite a bunch of our listeners to join us at the big wine event this weekend. How much fun was that last year?
Oh, it was so much fun. I'm so looking forward to it.
So, what was it last week or was it the week before?
It was the week before. Was it the,
It was the week before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A week and a half ago.
So we had the owner, Brian of Bellavino, which is a great wine and cheese shop in Bel Air Bluffs. And he invited Michelle and me last year, and we love this event. And, he gave me tickets again this year, and it was just cool. It was an awesome event, and it's going to be this Saturday night. So this Saturday night, January 31st, it's at the Sand Key Sheraton. So the Sheraton Sand Key Resort, and it's it's a 6 to 8:30 event, and there's like 150 wines and champagnes, and there's like 20-something tables set all around the ballroom against the wall, and you get to taste and sample some, unbelievable wines. And I just thought it'd be cool. Hey, listen, you want to hang out with Michelle and me, and a whole bunch of other people?
How's that going to work?
It was listen.
Are you inviting him to go to this event, or are you inviting him to hang out with you?
Well, both.
That's two different things.
Well, go to the event, and I'm sure I'll have a nice conversation with you. I love meeting our listeners, but I'm just saying, if you're looking for a really fun, good time, think about going to the Tiny Bubbles and Big Reds Bellavino wine event. I'm not deriving any of this. He gave me tickets, but I don't have any financial interest in this. I love wine, and it's
you're positioning
yes.
this all wrong.
Well, okay, then
You're making it sound like
how should I position?
You're
it?
making it sound like these people are going to be like your plus ones. Dude, you're saying, hey, go to this nice event, have your own good time, and I may bump into you by happenstance, and we'll acknowledge each other's existence. You're not going to, no. It's not.
No, listen.
It's a fairly social event. Like you're moving around and you get to, visit the different tables that are offering you the different varietals or whatever you call them.
Festa, they've got pasta station. They've got a prime rib carving station. It's all
and a
these.
Band.
There's a band. There's all of. There's 120, 150 wines to sample.
Sounds like a great night out.
It is. The food was great.
But you're not hanging out with MJ.
Listen. So
it's kind of hard to be like you hang out. I think you more like you cross paths a number of times.
Don't make
and
it
then
a
you
challenge.
Share, and then you share what you've tried at certain tables. Did you like it? Did you not like it? So, but there's a lot of moving around. Nobody's really going to be stuck by our side. There's nobody plus one.
You could shake somebody pretty easily. Hey, I meant to ask you a question about this crank call you did in 1997. Hey, I'll be right back.
All right, Fester.
Wait right here.
Fester.
What?
Our listeners that consume this show have given me a career in radio. I have no issue with people going to the event.
Until they commandeer your wine night, and you're like, all right, enough, people.
I have no issue. Bottom line is, if you're looking for a great time this Saturday night,
and you want to go by yourself or with your person.
Michelle and I are going to be at the Tiny Bubbles and Big Reds Bellavino wine event this Saturday night at the Sheridan Sand Key Resort.
Sounds like a great time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good value. The tickets are like $150 plus tax, and for all the food you can eat and the wine samplings in the like 150 wines and champagnes, and I think it's just a killer value. Live music. I couldn't wait to go back after I was first exposed to it last year. So anyway, if you're interested, and again, I'm deriving nothing out of this. I'm not on commission here.
I know you're not.
It's just a fun time.
night out.
It is. And if you're interested, just Google Bellavino.
I'll tell you this.
It's Bellavino Wine Shop in Bel Air, and I think you can buy tickets on their website. And Michelle and I will see you at the Sheridan Sand Key this Saturday night.
Maybe for a couple of seconds, but not for a long conversation. I'll tell you this.
I'm happy to mingle and meet our listeners at this event.
This is what I can tell everyone and anyone about my my friend MJ over here.
What?
If he's gonna take the time to go to an event, it's a good event. You went to the oyster thing a couple of weeks ago. That was a good event.
I'll go back to that next year.
That was a good event.
So
if you're taking the time to leave your house on a weekend to go to something with a crowd of people, it's a good.
It is. I couldn't wait to go back. Good. And just listen, Dennis Phillips, Mr. Suspenders, Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips from Tampa Bay 28.
Why don't you invite him to this wine thing and not talk to him when you're there?
There we go.
Dennis, here, I'm inviting you, but don't talk to me. All right? There's going to be listeners here.
Now, Dennis invited us to the Oyster Fest.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that was great. I'll go back to that next year because I thought it was great. All right, I want to move on now at 8:31. Future fakes. So listen, I'm aware of what people are complaining about. I just didn't know that it had a name, and this could be really, really cool to go to phones on here. Future fakes. Folks, do you know what a future fake is or future faking? And I'd love to know. I'm going to describe it. And there are some people listening who might know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's a very easy concept, and you're certainly going to know in a second. And I'd like to know if this has happened to you. All right. Future faking is what is being described as like the latest toxic trait in like the dating world. And a future faker is one that misrepresents who they are. You meet somebody, let's just say the guy misrepresents maybe his job, his wealth, his abilities, kind of hooks the woman, and then nothing pays off, whether it's a long-term dating relationship, whether it's an engagement, whatever, is that they make promises, they make themselves to be much more capable or have more financial abilities, and they make these promises or they allude and nothing actually gets paid off. And that's what future faking is about, is that you lure somebody in and you kind of cast like the future and what you can expect, and none of it ever comes to fruition. So my question for our listeners, and I think this is probably aimed at our women, our female listeners, have you been the subject of a future faker where they sold themselves a whole lot higher than their reality or their capabilities? So have you had a future faker encounter situation? Are you involved in one right now? I'd love to hear from listeners. Listen, I don't know how many calls we'll get on this, but I'm going to roll the dice. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. If you have any future faker story where you've encountered this or this happened to you, where the guy sold himself in a certain way, and it was like, listen, total BS or whatever. 800-990-1047. And how long did it take you to figure out the guy was full of crap? That he sold himself, much richer or much more capable financially or made promises and nothing paid off. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047 gets you in.
Oh, God. I remember when I met this young lady who later proved to be my wife. But at the time that I met her, I told her I could juggle. And I can't juggle. So I sold that bill. I was like, I can juggle.
Yeah, I was selling a clown show. You know what? The clown show actually came to fruition. Maybe minus the juggling, but there's still a clown show.
Still a clown show.
Yeah. No, but listen, promising big plans that never, came to fruition. You know what it comes to? Look at the phones. Phones are lighting up.
Promising her a lifetime of juggling entertainment.
No,
I haven't delivered on any of it.
But it's kind of like the all talk thing. All talk, no action, or lots of talk, but nothing pays off. Michelle, I didn't future fake you at all, did I?
You said you were going to own your own radio station one day.
You know what? That's true.
You know what? Just as well.
So, but wait a minute. Michelle, while Andrew's screening calls,
Right.
Denise is going to be up first. While Andrew's screening calls, go ahead and mention that for a second. So when we...
I just did.
Well, a little more in depth. When we first met...
Because I had no idea what this radio business was like. It was all just kind of new to me. I mean, my uncle was a DJ, but... like part-time weekends or something.
Right.
So I didn't really know much about it. My parents were all military and government employees. And so, in talking to you, I think I must have said to you, like, well, what are you going to do? Like, you're just going to do this for the rest of your life? Like, nights, I don't know, 6 or 7 to 10 or 11, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And you were like, no, I'm going to own my own radio station one day. And I was like, oh, that sounds like
sounds promising.
Right, that sounds like a plan, like whatever. But then, then you moved again and you had a couple of different gigs. And then you were like, I don't think I'm going to own my own radio station. I think I'm going to do my own morning show, and I'm going to get paid really well to do that.
Yeah, we'll do
and
that.
I was
We'll
like,
make a living doing that.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan too.
That's what I decided to do.
Yeah.
In that, and also I was in management. I was a program director.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And you know what? I also decided I wanted to get the hell out of management.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to deal with the BS. I just wanted to do fun, creative every day and not deal with the logistical BS.
Imagine having to sit through a tape check with MJ.
Let me.
Oh, I think there's some people out there who could who share their experiences with you, Fester.
I think you could have hit this post a little better, and you didn't enunciate this word correctly.
Let me go to Denise. Hey, Denise, hold on a sec. Hey, before I came to Tampa, before I was hired by the Power Pig in 1994, I was the program director and morning guy at 95.5 over in West Palm Beach.
Tell Becca, the midday girl, we need to review her tape from last week.
Denise in Clearwater. Hi, Denise. Welcome to the MJ broadcast. You're up.
Hey there.
Hey, were you the subject or victim of a future faker?
I was in a relationship back in 2016 or 17, and in the very beginning, I guess he tried to schmooze me and was really, really nice. We're going to move. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. I'm going to buy you a convertible Corvette. So, yeah, and then he started becoming real after 2018, 2019. And, yeah. And no promises for nothing. Everything fell through. And here I am now.
Everything fell through. So how long were you hanging with this guy?
Too long. Almost 8 years, I want to say, if I remember correctly.
Oh, my.
All he did was talk. He talked out of his ass, excuse my,
Yeah. That's fine.
He really did. And I ended up moving here with my husband now, and I absolutely love it. And he's still back in Illinois in the snow.
So he's still ass talking, is what you're saying.
Yes.
He's still
Thank
talking
you.
out of his ass. All right, Denise. All right. So, but you were with a future faker making promises. Why did it take you 8 years before you said this guy's full of crap and nothing he says is happening?
I got a little bit older, a little bit wiser, listened to my kids. And then I looked in the mirror and I said, you know what? This is bullshit. You need to get out of it.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. I dumped you.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Thank you very much.
Hey, no, I do appreciate the call, Denise. Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad she's out of the relationship.
You know what I've noticed? People are getting looser with their language.
You're not supposed to call us and curse people.
But we're so conversational that people just, people that call in, they think it's just like, hey, I'm just hanging with friends in a room, just having a conversation.
So I mean, like
that is what I'm looking for. Just don't say the F-bomb or the S-bomb.
So I mean, every clip you see on social media of something that's edited down, there's always people talking, a little loose.
Let me grab Anonymous and Brandon. Then Tracy's up. Anonymous and Brandon, are you the victim of a future faker?
Oh, I definitely was. I married the future faker and then found out it was all fake.
All right. So how long did the courtship or the dating and the engagement, how long did that last?
Well, it was all pretty fast. You think of like a whirlwind. I was young and impressionable, and I thought this guy, he had all this money. He took me to Miami. He bought a Mercedes in cash, like while on our little weekend trip. So I'm like, great. Says he's in investing and all of this, and then we get back from Miami and we're like crazy and get married after like 3 weeks. And
whoa, hold on a minute. So Anana, how old were you when you first met this guy?
21.
All right, and how old are you now?
32.
Okay, so this is 10 years ago or so. So you met the guy and you got married within 3 weeks of meeting him?
Yeah, I know. It's a crazy story. And then at the end, things turned because then all of a sudden there's no money because he wasn't investing anything. He never had a job. He got a settlement from getting hit by a car. And then that was gone.
Well, accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. So then he blew through the settlement money. And so how long were you married before you pulled the plug on this fraud?
Not too long. I mean, probably a year, and then took him a little bit to get the divorce. But
I'm guessing that you didn't walk away with anything in the divorce, did you?
No, he never even had to come to a court date. I had to put an ad out in the paper. It was crazy.
Oh God! And are you remarried?
No, I'm not.
All right. So you're gun shy about these future fakers, or are you?
Well, now I am. I definitely, look. Don't get married after 3 weeks, and do a little more research on the guy.
That's good advice. That's the best advice of the day. Best advice of the day: don't get married after 3 weeks of meeting a guy. Hey, Anonymous, thank you for calling in. I really appreciate you sharing your story.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, let me grab Tracy in Mayaca City. Tracy, you're on the MJ Morning Show on 104.7 FM Q105. Hit it.
Hi, good morning.
Hey.
This is my thing. I've been stressing over this. I have a best friend. She just turned 30 like a week ago. She met this guy on Tinder, I want to say 7 or 8 months ago. And he has done nothing but I knew from the start he's full of crap.
Yep.
And I've told her I will never accept him. He's a liar. He tells her he's got all this money. He said he worked for iHeartRadio for 19 years. But then he had this house in Davenport. He said, if you come see me, I'll pay your gas money. Never gave her gas money. He's in this huge
Man, it's a high roller. Hey, you come see me. I'll give you the gas money. I'll give you $21.
I'll cover your tolls.
But it's got to be the 87 octane. I'm not doing the 93, just the 87.
He's got this huge house, 5 bedrooms. He says he owns it. I looked up the address. He is not the owner. I tell her that. He comes down she's supposed to stay the weekend at his house, but then he says, no, we got to go to your house. He's on a motorcycle coming down. It breaks down. He has to have her father come help them, this man with all this money. And then he never left her house. He stayed at her house. He never went to work. He's wearing the same clothes 3 days later. I'm like...
Hold on. Hold on. What happened 3 days later? What?
He's still wearing the same outfit. He won't even go buy himself some clothes.
He's like a squatter.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you're never getting rid of this guy. He stayed there, drained her bank account, ran up her credit card, and then turned around, moved his kids in there, had 2 young kids. Yes.
All right, so what's this is crazy. What's the status now? Did she finally shake him?
Oh, shit. It's starting to rain and it's getting hard to hear you.
Did she finally shake the guy? Did she get rid of the guy?
He moved out into an apartment after she ran out of money. It was 2 months free rent.
Yep.
Now it's 2 months free rent coming up.
Yep.
So now he's trying to get back with her.
Oh my God!
I told her it's only because he has to start paying rent again. And then she.
So the guy's like a homeless bum, just like going from woman to woman to cover his bills.
Exactly.
All right. Hey, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Have a great drive safely in the rain. Apparently, it's raining heavy in Mayaca City.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
She might be actually out in the rain.
Michelle, any thoughts on that?
That was just a horrific experience that she was describing for her friend.
She wore me out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
If she had to kick the guy out.
I mean, if the rain didn't come, she'd still be talking.
Fester, you know what I've
that's
noticed?
Kind of predatory in his behavior.
Oh, it is. But you know what I've noticed about Fester?
What?
Fester, for whatever reason, you're becoming grumpier and less tolerant of humans.
Less tolerant of humans, I would agree. But I don't think I'm grumpy. Listen, just because I call it like I see it. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't get paid enough to lie.
All right, anyway, there you go.
I would if I got paid enough.
So,
don't get me wrong.
Now you know there's a name for someone that promises you the world, makes all and it never comes to fruition.
Future faker.
A future faker. The crap that I learned prepping for this show, and then the crap that you learn listening to this show. Free entertainment. Oh, did you see? This is nuts. Did you see the guy drive through the terminal at the Detroit airport?
Insane.
Oh, my God.
How have they not put one of those, what are they called, ballards? What
Right.
do they call those big concrete poles? How do they not have that secured?
Bollards. This guy it looked like Southwest. Was that the Southwest? I mean, a nice new terminal at Detroit's airport.
What was he yelling? I saw him being escorted out of the car by, police.
I'll tell you what my takeaway is. You know what my takeaway is? There's no stopping in the red zone. The white zone is for immediate loading and unloading, okay? There's no crashing through the terminal in the red zone.
He actually wanted to check his car.
We've got audio.
The plane couldn't carry the car, could it? You couldn't get it in there.
Hey, did you hear the car crash? You hear the sound of this thing? That's the guy driving through the terminal, like curbside check-in. He decided to check in at the counter with his car. All right, this is nuts. Happened Friday night at the Detroit Metro Airport after the driver apparently was also, once the cops grabbed him, was just like rambling nonsense. Like, no idea what this guy was saying. So the driver was taken into custody.
So it was Delta.
Oh, it was Delta?
That driver crashes into Delta Airline check-in area at Detroit Metro Airport.
It was the McNamara Terminal. You're saying it's Delta?
According to this story from Click Detroit.
All right, I'll go with that. So about 7:30 p.m. on Friday night, guy drives right through the place. The Wayne County Airport Authority reported the vehicle drove through an entrance, struck the ticket counter. You see the car rams through the big glass doors and then drives into the ticket counter. What the hell? Driver was taken into custody. There were 6 people that were treated at the scene by firefighters. Cause of the crash is unknown. I'll tell you what, cause of the crash is the guy needs a checkup from the neck up. The guy's a mental case.
I mean, you could see where the exterior of where the door is, you could see like peel out marks where the guy lined it up and he just jammed the gas and he probably burned a little rubber before he took off.
Oh my!
And he plows right in. And they did have the bollards up, but apparently
he squeezed right
just
through.
enough space for a car to make it.
My God.
That's awful.
All right, that's the crash. Here's a little bit more of the audio. All right, there's the crash.
In that bitch.
Yeah.
So the commentator, the guy taking the video, his commentary is in that bitch.
So He had video from inside because I saw external video and the video from inside the area, and I heard the In Dat Bitch guy, Mr. In Dat Bitch. He was given very good play-by-play of the whole situation. What kind of car is it?
Wow. Say it again.
What kind of car is it? Any word on what kind of car? I'm looking. It's a sedan.
Yeah, is that like a?
Is it a Lexus?
Is that a BMW? I think is that a BMW 3 Series?
I don't know.
I don't know. And then they got to get a tow truck in there to pull the car out.
Had to go all the way in. That's awful.
Wow.
I guess he was running late for his flight. Is that the reason?
How did he get between those like stainless steel looking metal bollards? How did he get?
The bollards are there probably for protection of people on the curb, not as much as protection of the doors from raging vehicles. That needs to be rethought.
Do you remember the nut that drove through the airport
Sarasota?
At the Sarasota airport. Remember that one?
Yeah.
That was insane. A guy blasted through the wall like at the baggage belt, like the Kool-Aid man. Remember that? Michelle, did you ever see that?
I don't think so.
Oh my God. Fester, is that video online?
I'm going to look it up right now.
Oh, Michelle, this was what, 3-4 years ago, right? Some maniac, didn't he crash through like a perimeter fence at the Sarasota Bradenton airport and then drove across the runway and then bashed through baggage, the backside of baggage, and then crashed through the wall like, hey, Kool-Aid, oh yeah, and then smashed into like the budget red. Oh my,
yeah,
oh, Michelle,
Michelle,
you got to come here and look at this.
This is pretty amazing video.
All right, stop it.
All right,
stop.
It is stopped.
Are you ready? Right.
This is carousel.
Go ahead and play it. Go ahead and
play.
Michelle, this is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy drove through the freaking airport at the Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. What was the date on this thing?
It was December of 19.
No. Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Then he hits the national. Look at it in a white, like Silverado pickup truck.
He's racing.
Across the ramp. Goes into the baggage area behind where they collect the baggage from the airplanes, and then he blasts through the freaking wall like the Kool-Aid man. And then look, there are people behind the National Alamo counter. Look at this thing.
She saw it coming.
Oh my God!
There's an employee drinking out of like a big old Stanley cup at the national counter, and she sees this guy barreling, and she gets down, and thankfully that counter held up.
Right.
You know what the guy said? Hey, bring my rental back. Oh, that was nuts.
What if he was bringing back his rental car and he took out the insurance?
Fully covered. It's fully covered. That is just insane. 8:52 at the MJ Morning Show. This brings to a close over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. All right. So we talked about the THC earlier. We talked about the THC-infused drinks and dry January, and people are turning into high January. There's another thing that I saw regarding marijuana, and I'm wondering if it applies to the marijuana here in Florida. So there, I guess, was research done and lab tests done. What do you got now, Fester?
Oh, I was putting on the Eagle cam.
Oh, but Michelle's all thrilled because there's the Eagles out in California. Is that it?
Yeah, last year's Eagles in California just laid this season's eggs.
Oh.
And I'm watching the Northeast Florida cam for the bald eagles that we have in state.
These are the Florida Eagles.
These are Florida Eagles.
All right.
And we're watching the babies.
Eagles' greatest hits. All right, best-selling album of all time. All right, so when we get back, there was a test done for a very well-known marijuana dispensary, and you're not going to believe what was found in their marijuana, the bud they sell.
Oh.
And I'm wondering if this also applies to some of the dispensaries here in Florida. Oh, and the dispensary I'm about to talk about and the location, I love the name. I do give them credit for the name. Hang on. I'll explain next on the MJ Morning Show and on a whole lot more. I mean, we got a whole hour to go and a lot of content going to fly here momentarily on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. So there is a great deal going on right now at Genesis of Tampa. By now, hopefully you have a Genesis option. If you're in Tampa, if you're in Hillsborough County, you now have a Genesis dealership. Prior, you would have to go to a different county. But this is also good for people that are in counties other than Hillsborough, because now you have an option to shop around, to buy, to lease, to get Genesis service. So Genesis of Tampa is open at 275 in Bears. Technically, it's Bears in Nebraska. It's owned by the Murphy Auto Group, a great family-run company. I know them personally. And right now, during January, without haggling at all, $1,000 off every new Genesis. Right off the bat, $1,000 off. And if you trade something in, if you're buying, then guess what? They will appraise your vehicle for a year newer than it is, because you'll get more money. Great experience. People love them already. Already one of the top Genesis dealers in the state of Florida in just a few short months. GenesisofTampa.com, and tell them that MJ sent you. Over at Mark Spain Real Estate, they will sell your home hassle-free and for the most money. This is an absolute no-brainer, folks, as we get into the new year here. And if you want to sell your home with a guaranteed offer and you want to save time, you want to make the most money, you want to eliminate the hassles, this is where Mark Spain comes in. MJ from my friends over at Mark Spain Real Estate. And Mark Spain Real Estate was ranked on the Inc. 5000 list of the fastest-growing companies in the U.S. for an 8th straight year. Mark Spain responds fast, and they're one of the most experienced real estate teams in the entire country. Tracy says the guaranteed offer for Mark Spain Real Estate was fantastic. It could not have gone any better. We received an offer that was higher than what we were expecting. That's Tracy. When it comes time to selling your home, folks, or if you know anyone, it's Mark Spain Real Estate. You'll be impressed. Mark Spain Real Estate. Get a guaranteed offer. Go to markspain.com and get that offer on your home today. That's markspain.com, and start packing. The Kemp Law Group is a local firm that will handle your injury case from A to Z, from start to finish. If you're in a car wreck, if some clod is doing everything behind the wheel but paying attention and slams into you at a red light, you get rear-ended. They run a red light, you get T-boned. Folks, I don't need to tell you, as you drive on the roads, I'm talking to people right now that are driving, and I'm sure you've observed on your way to work or wherever you're going right now, I'm sure you've witnessed reckless drivers. And if you're injured by one of these individuals, you deserve to recover. And that's where the Kemp Law Group comes in. We're talking about evidence preservation, so stuff doesn't spoil. We're talking about knowing the court system. We're talking about dealing with the lawyers and the insurance companies on the other side, because they're looking to cheat you. The other side, they're looking to pay you nothing or as little as possible. That's why you want the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law, kemplaw.com, and tell them MJ sent you. Traffic with Schreider at 8:57. MJ Morning Show back in just a second.
In Tampa, an accident.
You know what? You're
Yeah.
going to win Employee of the Month.
Yeah, I've never won that.
We're instituting a new policy around here.
New policy.
MJ Morning Show Employee of the Month.
Yeah, we're gonna have a morning show employee of the month, just the four of us.
Do you know that
Yeah.
at any place that I've ever worked where there was an employee of the month, I have never won it.
That's not something to brag about.
See, I've never won it because I'm a terrible employee. I mean, I'm really the worst.
I've been at many radio stations or clusters where I have been responsible for like the most incoming revenue for any show in the building.
You're doing your job.
And I've never, ever won Employee of the Month. Ever.
Maybe it requires a little other, I don't know, other things going on with you.
Back to the marijuana thing. Now, this testing was not done in Florida. However, the proliferation of marijuana dispensaries, it's crazy. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, you go down Dale Mabry, it's like there's one, there's another one, there's another one. And, we've talked about this in the past, is that, a couple of years back, they were putting these marijuana dispensaries everywhere because they were getting ready for what they were almost certain was going to be the state referendum,
the recreational passage law. That was a big deal. Like last election cycle,
they thought that there was going to be a positive vote for recreational marijuana, and that business would explode even more beyond the medical marijuana business. And of course, it didn't happen. It did not hit the proper threshold. Of course, recreational pot's going to be on the ballot the next time around. We'll see what happens there. But this I found very interesting. This is not Florida, but it is testing of medical marijuana, medical cannabis. And this report, this was up in Maine. And the medical marijuana dispensary, do you know what the name of the place is? Pretty straightforward.
Potland.
You know what? You're pretty damn close.
Weed World.
Pretty damn close.
Marijuanaville.
Dude, it's marijuana. How do you know that? It's Marijuanaville.
Really?
Oh.
I had no idea.
Hold on, you just made that up?
I haven't seen this story. I don't keep up with Maine pot stories. Marijuanaville is the name of the place?
Yes.
That's a great name.
Dude, you spouted that out?
What was the first one I said? Weed
World.
Weed World.
And then Pot Palace or whatever.
Whatever I said. But yeah.
The Ganja Goat.
Marijuanaville.
Oh, that's a good name.
Yeah.
The Ganja Goat.
That's a good name.
That's a good name.
Let's do one.
Ganja Goat.
Hey, dude, I know a place on Dale Mabry.
Ganja Goat.
It's located between two other pot shops.
Dude, they're right next to each other on Dale Mabry.
There's like a pot shop, another pot shop, then a car wash, then another pot shop.
Old Salad World is a pot shop.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Sweet Tomatoes is a marijuana shop.
It's one kind of leafy green to another.
Exactly. Yeah, but they don't have the chicken noodle soup.
No.
THC infused chicken noodle soup. That's what they ought to have. All right. So marijuana. How do you guess that?
I don't know. I just guessed names.
Right. Marijuanaville is a medical marijuana cannabis dispensary in Maine. And when I saw this is a headline from WGME Television, which probably Portland. Unsafe pesticide levels found in 5 medical cannabis concentrates sold by Marijuanaville. All right, if that's the case, do we have a similar situation? Do we need to do an MJ Morning Show undercover investigation? Find somebody with a weed card, and we used to have someone on the show, but they're gone.
We could find somebody, but I tell you, when marijuana was grown overseas and it was smuggled in and all that, I don't know if they use pesticides, but now that there are farms for it and they're regulated, they probably use a lot more pesticides than you can imagine.
An advisory has been issued after unsafe levels of pesticides were found in 5 strains of medical cannabis. Maine's Office of Cannabis Policy says the 5 impacted strains, Andrew, can you answer calls? Were all sold at 12 Marijuanaville medical cannabis retail locations across the state of Maine. And listen, I don't typically do Maine marijuana stories, but when I saw this, it's like I wonder if the marijuana strains that were sold here in Florida at some of the dispensaries.
It gives it that extra zip.
Yeah.
I like my weed with a little side of pesticides.
An investigation was launched after a patient complained of an adverse health reaction last month, finding unsafe levels of pesticides in Denti honey, orange kush breath, pineapple mimosa,
That sounds delicious.
raw honey, and sexy Sally. Guess these were concentrates.
They all sound pretty good.
These products contain very unsafe levels of 8 different pesticides. So is this like a liquid concentrate versus the actual bud itself?
I have no idea, but whatever it is, it's going back to its harvesting or its planting, and the forever chemicals and the pesticides are still there.
I was in a marijuana dispensary once in my life, and I don't smoke marijuana. I never have.
They were like, "Boy, you lost."
Well, no, we just walked in. It was a recreational place. Yeah, it was recreational. Michelle, do you remember where the one and only marijuana dispensary that we have ever been? Well, listen, I know that I don't know about you, but
It's probably been to 10 or 15 you don't know about. Was it in Colorado?
No.
Was it in New York?
Nope.
Was it in Jamaica?
Nope.
Okay, where?
Alaska.
Was it?
Yeah, I've never been to Jamaica. I have never been to the island of Jamaica, man. So Alaska is correct. What was that hippy dippy town we were in? It was kind of remember?
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it.
Juneau?
No.
The hippie dippies in Juneau.
When
Anchorage.
when we did
Fairbanks.
there's not far from, where did Sarah Palin live? Wasilla. Yes, I think not far from Wasilla, there was like this hippy dippy kind of town where it was kind of a cool little place. Yeah. And they had a marijuana dispensary right on Main Street in this little, 2-block town. And we walked in, wait a second, what line am I taking? Let me grab Rand. Oh, Randy's calling in from Maine. But again, my question after reading this, what if you started testing medical marijuana at dispensaries here in Florida? Are you going to come up with unsafe pesticide levels as well? Randy's calling from Maine. Hey, Randy, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, I've talked to you guys before. That sexy Sally ain't so sexy anymore, is she?
Oh, yes. Sexy. So where in Maine are you? What part?
I am in Brewer, Maine, right across the bridge, the Twin Cities, Bangor, Brewer. I'm right across the bridge over in Brewer.
All right.
But there's a marijuana. They got them all over Maine, and there's one right over in Bangor down on Broadway.
All right, so you're near a Marijuanaville.
That place sucks. Their weed is absolutely horrible.
I got to be honest. It sounds like you're a qualified weed reviewer.
Yeah, well, I got my medical marijuana card because medical marijuana is cheaper than recreational marijuana. So I just gave him some bull crap about.
Hold on. All right, so Randy, what fake ailment did you come up with to get a Maine medical marijuana card?
I can tell you, they are so liberal up here. The laws about getting your marijuana card compared to Florida, they're so liberal. You can go right down to the store, one store on certain days, as long as you buy $20 in product, they'll give you a marijuana card.
All right, so hold on. What ailment did you claim that you needed a medical marijuana card for?
I told him anxiety and PTSD.
There you go.
Well, there you have it. All right, Randy, have you smoked already this morning?
Oh yeah, I do my wake and bake every morning with my coffee. Why not?
Wake and bake. All right, Randy, thanks for checking in, buddy.
Not a problem. Have a great day, guys. Yeah, we got about 2 feet of snow up here so far.
Oh yeah. My kids have a lot of snow. New York and Connecticut. Hey.
Oh yeah, your kids are down there, aren't they? Yeah, they're getting that lake effect snow, aren't they?
Enjoy your snow in Maine.
I will. I got a day off today, but I'm gonna go do some shoveling and make some money. So
thanks, Randy. Man,
a lot of personal information. Randy.
Randy's called in before.
Yes.
But Randy has the total dude sound, you know?
Does he? He sounds like
yeah.
a Boston pothead. I love him, though. I love him.
Did you hear what he said? He had his medical marijuana CAD.
His CAD.
He's got his CAD. Let me go to Wiz. Wiz is in Tampa. Wiz, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hey, MJ. Morning to you and the crew.
Hey,
How
thank
you.
you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so I actually worked up in the Homosassa area up in, I don't want to name it, but it starts with an S. They basically give all the stuff to these dispensaries, and I worked at the pest department. Basically, we were controlling bugs. And first off, that stuff is covered in bugs. I mean, every single the stuff that these people are smoking is covered in bugs. We sprayed in at least 3 different pesticides, sulfur, neem oil, and you have to wear like a head-to-toe hazmat bodysuit. You cannot get this stuff on your skin. We have respirators on. It's pretty toxic.
So you're saying that the medical marijuana that people are smoking is loaded with pesticides?
100%. I was spraying it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean,
wow.
When you think about the cultivation methods like in Central America where it was grown, 15 years ago, much different than what modern farming is here in the United States and what the standards are.
I just want to do a shot of Roundup right now. How about you?
You might as well do a Roundup chaser to the next joint you have.
Well, Wiz, thanks for calling, man. I appreciate the insight.
That's some good, that's right, some good tips.
All right, MJ, thank you.
Hey, thank you.
I trust any guy named Wiz.
Wiz. Let me grab one more of this.
My name is Wiz.
Josh is in Tampa. Josh, hi, MJ Morning Show, you're up.
What do you have to do to get the nickname Wiz?
I don't know. Hey, Josh.
Hey, everybody. Morning. Love the show.
Thank you, buddy. Get it? Thank you, bud. Thank you, bud. All right, go ahead.
All right, what's up, Josh?
I got a PSA for everybody if they're not aware of it. So everything that's getting sprayed, pesticides, terpenes, what have you, if you get pulled over and they test it and it comes back positive for any of that stuff, it's then a controlled substance because it's no longer quote unquote naturally grown.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
right.
If it has no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, it's then a felony. Yeah, at that point, I mean, it's no longer just marijuana.
Hold on, let me understand. What is the stuff sprayed with?
So if you get pulled over with something with no pesticides on it,
right,
then it's homegrown. It's
right.
it's I don't have intent to distribute. I mean, it's personal.
Right.
But if I get caught with something with pesticides in it, it could be a controlled substance that I may or may not be able to have.
Gotcha. All right. Hold on. They test for that? Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Josh, thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it. Man, the pot tips are coming out of the woodwork.
I will say Josh seemed, or at least he sounded very well versed in pot law.
Let me grab one more call. Jennifer's in Newport Richie. Jennifer, MJ Morning Show. Last call on this. Go ahead.
Hi, I just want to shout out to Certera Wellness. They're in Newport Richie, over here on US 19 near State Road 54.
Yeah.
All their products are non-GMO. No pesticides are used on any.
Wait, hold on. You're doing a commercial for this pot place that is non-GMO and no pesticides, all organic?
I will say Certera Wellness is one of the largest ones. There's a bunch of locations.
All right,
I just wanted to get my 2 cents.
Are you a customer?
Absolutely.
All right, well, did you imbibe this morning? Did you dip in a little bit?
No, I have driving today, so I only use it at night and then when I'm basically snowed in.
All right, so what is your ailment?
I have anxiety disorder.
Yeah.
All right, and just puffing on a joint takes that anxiety down?
I like a lot of the edibles.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And tinctures and there's so many different routes other than smoking.
Gotcha. All right. Well, listen, hey, Jennifer, thanks for checking in.
Okay. Thank you, MJ.
All right. Have a lovely day. All right. Speaking of the dude with the snow Did you see, Michelle, how many flights were canceled out of Tampa? You know, we had decent weather. You know, while you had the ice and snowstorm, that whole belt that moved across like the midsection of the country.
Yeah, but it's on its way here in what would be the Florida version of all that.
I think Chloe has like 20 inches of snow up in Connecticut. Julian said there was over a foot, he thought, in the city yesterday.
Yeah, did you see them sledding?
No, I did not.
Oh my gosh!
Hold on, I know
they. You know, he's very crafty.
Yeah.
So we had purchased these cardboard trash cans for when he did his shoot, so we could just dispose of them. Like put a bag in there, and then we could place them all around because we had so many people in this house or whatever. And so I think we had some of them left over because I'd saved them, or maybe I'd purchased 2 packages or whatever. And so then they sent me a picture of him and the girl. And that's what they're using.
Even his girlfriend?
Yeah. And they're sledding, I guess, in Central Park. They're using, those trash the cardboard trash cans as sleds. And it's so cute. They're just like sliding around. And I'm like, where'd they get that? What are they doing? And all of a sudden I saw like the label on it. I was like, oh, it's good use.
Julian, he FaceTimed me or he WhatsApped me from Manhattan yesterday, walking in the snow. He told me that they were on the hunt for sleds. So I guess they couldn't find sleds to buy.
Right.
So
they're sold out by now.
Sure.
So he and the girl?
Yeah.
The girl.
You mean his girlfriend?
The girlfriend. Yeah.
Were sledding in Central Park.
Yeah. And then also he had his Fester. He had his thrift store jacket on. He said it was so warm and cozy. People were calling him Dave all day.
That's right. Call me Dave. I'd love a good jacket with a different name on it.
Right?
All right. So I have an update here on flights canceled out of Tampa. Because keep in mind, while we don't have snow, we're supposed to get a cold snap. So they're north of Tampa. I mean, tonight there's supposed to be some areas, maybe Citrus County and some of the inland areas. There are areas in our listening zone that could be into the mid-20s tonight. So we got another cold snap coming later. But as far as flights canceled out of Tampa, let's see, total flights. See, today.
Every flight going to the north practically.
Yeah, 71 cancellations today alone. So going north, 71 cancellations so far this morning out of Tampa International Airport, 62 delays. Now, if you want to look at the numbers since yesterday, 207 cancellations because of the snowy, icy weather up north.
Oh, wow.
Out of Tampa International Airport.
That's a lot of flights.
Yeah, 207 cancellations as of last night, 148 delays, 528 total flights affected. And then just today, there are already 71 cancellations out of Tampa International because of the snow.
Great.
So just a heads up on that.
So is this just going to melt like in a week? Is this going to go away? Right?
No, it's.
I don't know.
It's the beginning of the new ice age.
I'm not very well versed on how snow works. Lived in Florida a very long time.
Oh man! All right, 9:19 at the MJ Morning Show, rolling up on 9:20. Hey, when we get back, I want to ask Michelle a question. So, Michelle, do you ever poke through my Instagram? Do you ever poke and see who I follow?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't even know if I would know how to do that on there.
I want to run something by you.
Okay.
And when we get back.
Oh, okay.
It's follower related regarding Instagram because I guess there was an issue with a husband and wife, and I'll explain in just a matter of moments. Little health thing I want to get to. I'm doing something right. I'll explain coming up in just a minute. Oh, speaking of the weather, DoorDash is getting slammed.
Yeah, and how awful is that to call them now?
Yeah, so DoorDash. No. I'm not talking about the. Oh, dude,
like in the middle of the storm up in like Kentucky, you're calling DoorDash to get you wings.
No. You have the wrong interpretation of the word slammed.
Oh,
they're not getting slammed with lots of requests.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say,
they probably are.
DoorDash is getting slammed for something they did.
Oh. Well, you think a big storm? You call DoorDash,
right?
They have to drive in those terrible conditions.
Hold on to those thoughts. I'll get to that momentarily. here. Final segment. MJ Morning Show's next here on Q105, 104.7 FM. Making that move, don't mess it up. Folks, I'm telling you right now, do not make the wrong move when it comes to hiring a mover. And let me tell you right now, it can be a landmine-laden field out there. You're trying to find a good price. You're trying to find a great mover. Well, guess what? There are some lousy ones out there. If you call my friends at twocollegebrothers.com, you'll make sure that you have a great price and a great move. So what do? You're moving. Friends moving. Your neighbors are moving. Colleague, coworker, whatever. For you or somebody you know, friends don't let friends hire bad movers. And this is where Two College Brothers comes into play. Highly background checked, highly trained. They will move you with precision, with care. They'll wrap all your furniture in blankets. They'll handle your boxes with care. Mention me, MJ. They'll give you free moving boxes, a whole pile at your front door. If you're making a move or if you know somebody, you want twocollegebrothers.com. Twocollegebrothers.com, the smartest move you'll ever make. If you have an air conditioning issue, let me introduce you to Air Rescue. And for many people, you don't need an introduction because Air Rescue has been around for over 70 years. That's right. I said 70. 70 in the Tampa Bay area. So, MJ, you're mentioning Air Rescue? What happened to Plan B? Well, there was a terrible fire, folks. No, I'm kidding. Plan B has changed the name to Air Rescue. They've assumed the very, very long-standing name in the Tampa Bay area. So Kenny, who owns Plan B Air Conditioning, also an interest in Air Rescue, they decided to merge the companies and just take the better name, which Air Rescue really says a lot. So if you need air conditioning repair, we have a cold snap, you need heating repair, any issue, it's Plan B Air Conditioning's new name, airrescue.com. They'll say they'll be there at a certain time. If they're not, you don't pay the diagnostic fee. Mention me, MJ, you still get a 10% discount. It's airrescue.com. 888 never wait is the phone number, airrescue.com. Traffic's on 923. MJ Morning Show back in minutes.
In Tampa, an accident.
this and all of it. Earlier today, I said that something has happened that I want to talk about, but I don't want to talk about it yet because I want to see what happens. But ultimately, I'm not going to let it happen long term. So I just told Michelle and Fester what it is off the air during the commercial break. Oh, Andrew, speaking of commercial breaks, remind me after we finish with this, I want to talk to you about our commercial breaks here on the MJ Morning Show. And I want our audience to hear as well something. So I just told you guys what this thing is.
Yes.
Michelle, would you don't give it away. Be very careful. I don't want you to inadvertently comment and leave a little, breadcrumb trail.
I think you just need to investigate it.
But it's weird. With what I told you, isn't that strange?
Yes and no.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Fester,
it's strange. It's strange. And
is it stranged?
And they always get theirs.
Hold on.
They always get theirs.
Don't give too much away.
I'm not giving too much away, but they always get theirs.
What do you think happened? But don't say too much. I mean, I'm perplexed.
Is there a glitch?
Is there a glitch? That's the question. I mean, should I bitch about the glitch? I mean,
you don't want to be a glitch bitch.
Listen, I got to address this because, well, it has to be addressed. But I want to do a little experiment to see.
I don't want to do an experiment. It could be a really big problem.
It could be. I mean, if the glitch manifested into something, your life would be hell living with Michelle.
Well, Michelle hell.
I mean, because imagine if you came home and that was a scenario.
All right, listen. I am going to tell the whole story. I have to wait because I want to let it play out for a little bit to see. I know I'm talking in code and mysteriously here. Anyway,
I don't think you're in the DZ just yet.
Right, I'm putting the audience.
What is that?
Danger zone.
Danger zone. Fester.
I'm putting the audience on notice that I've got something brewing that's interesting. And yes, I will bring you completely into the fold, into the story when the time is right. And I think it'll be the somewhat near future. So hold on to that thought. Hey, Andrew, speaking of commercial breaks, I wanted to just address something with you. Can you turn on your microphone?
Hello, Andrew.
Fester, you've had multiple requests that when we go to commercial break on MJTV, that
yes.
we don't put up that we'll be right back.
Well, I was talking with a couple of people, and when we're doing banter back and forth, and it's Andrew's responsibility, and it's a big responsibility, to move the camera from position to position. So it's on Michelle's face, to my face, to MJ's face, back to me, back to Michelle. It's a button press that Andrew has to do. So if he gets phone calls, or he gets something else going on, or he's pulling audio, or he's doing something else in his role, he might not be on that task. So the quad screen has become the favorite screen of a lot of viewers.
Oh, okay.
Because during those times that we're talking back and forth, each of our faces are on there, and you get an idea for what we're doing when we're not talking. A lot of times I'm rolling my eyes, or I'm picking my nose, or like right now, MJ's not even at his mic position. And you would know that, and now he's back.
Yeah, because I'm trying to find one story over here.
But you would see what's happening in the studio when we're talking. And I kind of chuckled when a buddy was telling me how much he liked the quad view. And I was like, yeah, that's nothing. The best show, and I've always said this, the best show is the one that never makes it to air. And he goes, oh, now we can't play audio of the commercials on the podcast or on the MJTV. But I was wondering if we could get just a grayed out, or a hue, or what's the word? Like a different setting, so we're in commercial.
Leave the room up.
But change the tint a little bit to where you can tell we're in commercial.
Right. Andrew, have you addressed this with our web geniuses?
Yes, I have.
All right, can you?
And maybe even like something that says, hey, we're in commercial break right now. We'll be back in a minute. Stick around. I think like right now, just like subscribe to YouTube. And it goes to a completely different screen when, I get up every break. Michelle and I sit there and talk. MJ sits there and picks his head. We all do stuff during the break. And I think it might give some degree of entertainment.
We have had that grayed out screen in the past.
Yeah, we've had the grayed out screen in the past.
Right, so how do we get it back?
It's a new system now, so there's a lot of things we may
Right.
not have.
And listen, MJTV has improved dramatically.
Right.
So how do we get it back so we don't have that dull, just...
I have to talk to Speedy and have him do it.
Yes, and Speedy, who is working on it at lightning speed, will get to you like in the next 6 or 7 months.
And the audio will still be that music that we play now.
Yeah, we'll still play the music. We'll still play the jingle bed, but just something to look at instead of just the static screen that we have. It's like, follow us on YouTube. We're in commercial now.
But yes, this is a plan.
Dude, it sounds like you're in a freaking porta potty.
He actually is in a porta potty.
No, it's just something's going on. I just asked the engineers to come in because there's something wrong with Andrew's mic.
Andrew actually has bowel issues, and we've made his studio a porta potty. They're gonna suck it out of the tank after the show.
Yeah. And then after he's done with it, we're going to drop it off at the State Fair coming up.
Listen, they need it.
Or the
Makes
strawberry, or the Strawberry Festival.
Strawberry Festival, that's right.
Yeah. All right, so I asked the engineers to come in with some headphones. So I'll probably need to bring Andrew on so they can hear this whatever's going on with his microphone because it sounds a little weird. All right, now, Michelle.
Yes.
I saw, one of these Dear Abby deals. Yeah, that thing's still around. I thought it was interesting. Every once in a while, I'll see something interesting and bring it up. And the complaint is from this woman, my husband follows scantily clad women on Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so I wanted your thoughts on this. If you look at my Instagram and who I follow,
Yeah.
I don't follow any of these
Wait,
Instagram women models that they have barely anything on or small bikini shot. I don't follow any of those things. So what do you think about a woman? Dear Abby, I saw my husband's Instagram account and he's following only women who show their bodies provocatively. Is that emotional cheating or is it just lust? Also, is that grounds for divorce? His looking at and lusting after women online hurts my feelings. And this is allegedly a woman from Alabama.
I think if it hurts her feelings, she needs to address it. I mean, some women might be like into it and it's okay. But if it's a problem between the two of them and it's creating some mistrust or some angst or some, some concern on her part, and she's the only one who knows why, then she probably needs to address it and he probably needs to stop. But he's not going to stop, right? I wouldn't even know how to. I see that you're following 65 people.
Yeah. And that's probably too many.
I don't know how to see them.
So do they have an otherwise healthy relationship?
I don't know. Ask Mr. MJ.
I mean, you like what
reading the Dear Abby letter.
Yeah.
This sounds so sad.
I don't know. Listen, the man's married. He's not dead. What do you want him to do? Give him a break.
Probably stop. If it's bothering her, he should stop.
She should grow up a little bit.
But also, is he lusting after women with like a body or a...
It's making her feel self-conscious or bad about herself, bad about her relationship. She's feeling probably insecure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, all those feelings don't go away. They don't, they just fester inside of you. Sorry, fester.
No, none taken.
And then, what happens is that it's going to bubble up and they'll end up getting divorced because, somebody didn't respect the one person didn't respect the other's wishes.
Hey, listen,
right?
Just checking in.
What, should I check who you're following? How do I do that?
Dude, you just told me I followed 65 people.
Yeah, but I can't see who they are. I just see it up there.
No, you hit on the 65, and you can see the whole list of who I follow. Wow, look at that. Oh.
Let's read that nerdy list.
That's interesting.
Pretty darn easy.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
fine.
so,
I don't click buttons that I don't know like what they do because you know what? Then something bad happens.
See, I follow one model, and she's like she has a special
look
niche.
Oh yeah? What is it?
She's an ass model.
I see. This is Michelle. This is what I don't do. Does your what? Oh my
she's
God!
Yeah, I
you
know.
Are. What's her name?
It's
now you're gonna follow her.
Body Audi, BODY.AUTY.
And she's got the biggest ass I've ever seen.
So
you're an ass man?
Hold on.
I think I am.
Does your wait a minute? Does your wife?
Well, Allison's busted me looking at the because
So she knows you follow this?
Well, I don't follow it to where I scroll through her feed, but if it comes up in my feed, I will stop and and she like over my shoulder, like I'd be like in like the living room chair. I think she's a dentist right now. If you're going to try to put me together on it, but
that's the best time to call
is
somebody.
She with Dr. Childers?
I think she's getting a cleaning locally.
Okay,
but
because I saw Dr. Childers.
Yeah, over the weekend.
Dr. Childers fixed that little hole in my tooth.
And you know what? He's an ass man.
Yeah. Oh, please stop. No, but seriously, Dr. Childers is opening, and he's got a Bradenton all. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, MJ Live. Can you? I'm just holding my cell phone to the mic. Can you come to the studio with headphones when you get a chance?
Sure.
Hey, thank you, buddy. Chris Williams, one of our great engineers.
Yes.
I want to get the. Dude, what is going on with the? Holy crap!
I tell you, all our videos are just her and her.
She has got a booty.
Yeah, it's worth a follow. No, she has 1.8 million followers.
I'm not. Oh my God!
Okay, so here's this thing where
I'm excited that I hit 27,500 over the weekend.
So her thing was she would dead hang, like hang from. She would dead hang with his big butt for like until she got 2 million followers, and every day it would be like 5 more seconds. And so that's where I first saw her, and I'm watching this girl with this really big butt dead hanging, and
Michelle.
I'm like, how could you not,
Michelle,
give the girl a follow?
let the record show that I don't follow any big bootied women,
unfortunately,
on Instagram. And look at who I follow. I don't think there's anything on there that you would be upset with.
She's one of my favorite follows.
I do want to ditch about 5 or 6 follows though.
Do you want me to?
All right.
Yeah, there's about five or 6 of my follows I want to ditch.
Why don't you replace it with body.audi?
Hey, speaking of Instagram, it was my birthday on Saturday, and you know what? If you'd like to deliver a birthday wish to me, just give me one follow. All I want is one new follower today. That's it. On this Monday, I'm just looking for one new follower on Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. That's it. I'm not being a piggy.
No.
I'm not asking for too much. All I want is one new follower at Certified MJ Radio on IG. Festa, you're looking at this big-butted lady. You're mesmerized.
This big-butt lady is a talented creator.
Dude,
I don't appreciate you painting her in that picture.
It's like you are hypnotized by this Instagram.
She's worth a follow.
Hey, Festa, listen to this.
Yes.
Michelle sends me on a freaking wild goose chase on my birthday on Saturday.
What?
Oh, my God. So Michelle knew that Dr. Childers was going to see me Saturday morning.
Like first thing in the morning?
10 a.m.
Okay, all right.
So I drove over the Skyway, drove down to Cortez Road, drove down to Bradenton for the great Dr. Childers, DDS. He's really a good dentist. I mean, he's fantastic.
He's fantastic. He's the best dentist I've ever met.
And we have a long, long history with him, with Mangled Mouth and him helping listeners fix their mouths and everything. So he, takes a look at my tooth. I'm like, I think it's a really easy fix. And it turns out it was. It was like the best case scenario. Little side filling fell out, and there was plenty of material in there. So we patched it up. He did, it was a 10-minute job. It was a boom. I'm in, I'm out. And Michelle's like, hey, you're going down to Bradenton. Michelle did a search for where I could find Cozy Shack vanilla pudding.
Oh, really?
So we've had this conversation on the show multiple times that I love the Cozy Shack vanilla pudding. Also, the chocolate's good. I'm not really a tapioca or a rice pudding. I don't mind it, and it does taste good. But if I have my pudding preference,
if you have your choice,
yeah, I like the Cozy Shack vanilla. And what is the deal? You can't find it anywhere. So whether it's Publix, whether it was Winn-Dixie, whether it's Walmart, you can't find the freaking Cozy Shack vanilla pudding. You go to their website, it's there. It's in their lineup. Why the hell don't these stores carry? They've got the rice pudding. They've got the tapioca. They have the chocolate. Why can't I find Cozy Shack vanilla?
It's so hard to find. What's the deal?
So I asked Michelle. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Michelle took it upon herself to search.
That's good
And-
research.
And Michelle sends me a text. Guess what? Surprise for you. You're going down to see Dr. Childers in Bradenton. I found Cozy Shack pudding at like one Walmart in Bradenton.
On the website, they said it was there.
Bradenton's not a small town.
No, it's not.
It's not a bustling metropolis. So it's pretty spread out.
I drove like 10 minutes or 12 minutes out of my way to go to a Walmart in Bradenton, and I'm all excited. Michelle says they've got the Cozy Shack vanilla. I walk in, go to the back of the store. You know, they got the milk and the coolers, and there's the Cozy Shack.
And?
Rice, tapioca, chocolate. Not even a slot for the vanilla. I mean, nothing.
Where'd you get this false information?
We went off on
Cozy Shack's website.
I went on a Cozy Shack wild freaking pudding goose chase on Saturday after my dental appointment with Dr. Childers.
What's up with you buying all this fake news, Meech?
Yeah, so with some erroneous, you did a Cozy Shack search, and it showed one of the Walmarts in Bradenton had the vanilla. Clearly, it's a data error of some type.
I don't think they make it anymore.
No, it's on their website. They make it.
Yeah,
and
but-
I think they have it in like smaller.
Nowhere.
No, there's a 22-ounce tub.
Yeah.
Look at that. Festa, you just brought it up. Look at this.
I'm looking.
It is on their website. Naturally flavored vanilla pudding
you
with
can-
other natural flavors, gluten-free.
On their website, you can say, where can I buy it? And you put in your zip code. And so if you put in the zip code where we live, nothing came up. And if you put
Yeah.
in the zip code here, nothing came up. But then I noticed that the Bradenton stores, it said it was in stock, that's where they would have it.
Huh.
Yeah.
And it wasn't there. I'm on a pudding
Sorry.
wild goose chase. No, listen, your intention was nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not blaming you.
It tripped me over to the Walmart site where it clearly says not available. Show in-store stock.
Yeah. So
it says Braden River Supercenter and Bradenton Supercenter.
Yeah.
Both in Bradenton area.
Yeah.
It's available where every other
Yeah.
Walmart location.
and
Not available.
Bradenton did not have Cozy Shack vanilla pudding.
I really think there should be a further investigation.
I
on
need
this.
to talk to the Cozy Shack. Cozy Shack is actually owned by what company did we? Yeah, Cozy Shack is owned by a well-known other food manufacturer. God, I forgot what it was.
Boeing.
Okay.
But no, it's Boeing.
I don't know what you're saying.
Boeing owns Cozy Shack.
Cozy Shack is owned by
Yeah.
Land O'Lakes.
Yeah, that's what it
which
is.
is the butter company.
Yeah, Land O'Lakes owns Cozy Shack.
And Land O'Lakes isn't too far.
Yeah.
Different Land O'Lakes.
I think it's Minnesota. Is
Yeah,
what that Land O'Lakes is Minnesota.
I thought it was a Seminole Indian all those times.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm come on. Why can't I find it? That's enough with pudding talk. So DoorDash, with the big storms going on, I mentioned that Tampa International, they've got X number of flights. I threw it away, but there are a bunch of flights canceled over the weekend, and then again today because of the bad weather up north. I saw over the weekend 11,000 flights were canceled nationwide, and it's like the most cancellations since COVID. We haven't had this many cancellations since that whole COVID deal.
Wow.
5-6 years ago, 5.5.
crazy.
Yeah. So, with the storm, people are jamming up on, they're trying to get the DoorDash, delivered. DoorDash is getting slammed. Yeah. Fester thought, oh yeah, tons of orders coming in. People can't get through the blizzard. Because the food drivers for DoorDash, they can really get through. All right, listen to this. DoorDash is getting slammed for a distasteful warning about getting snowed in. So, listen to this. With the historic, what they call the storm has a name like Fern.
Mm-hmm.
Who names the winter storm's name is Fern? Whatever. All right. So, this was, I guess, a warning to women. Historic winter storm underway, affecting, like 40 states in the country. And, the grocery panic buying was insane. Chloe said that the store shelves in Connecticut were cleaned
Gone.
out.
I've seen footage of some of these supermarkets that, don't get hurricanes.
Yeah, Julian went to like Whole Foods and a couple of stores,
Wegmans.
Wegmans in Manhattan, and just completely nailed. It looks like when a hurricane's coming to Florida, you go and then the shelves are all bare.
I saw one photo of like the water aisle.
Yeah.
And all the water was gone but the Dasani.
Yeah, Michelle and I were talking about that. Yeah.
And it's like death before Dasani.
Yeah.
That's like the worst water.
Well, listen, Dasani and Aquafina, it's just like, they're tap waters, they're Coke and Pepsi products, and, they're just tap waters that are, just reverse osmosis, and then since 100% reverse osmosis water tastes awful, remember they had to put like little, like minerals back in to give it like a palatable taste. But yeah, I saw a video also. Hey, I'm here in the supermarket. Look at the water aisle. We're cleaned out. And then the whole row of Dasani is still sitting there.
All right. So I found out that the naming of winter storms is just something the Weather Channel does.
Oh.
It's not real. The 2025-26 is the 14th season that the Weather Channel, not a real weather government regulated body of information.
It's a business.
Yeah. We name weather storms. Alston, Bellamy, Chan, Devon, Ezra, and now Fern. So they come up with A to Z winter storm names. So fun.
Whatever. All right. So as far as DoorDash goes, the panic buying going on in grocery stores, people trying to stock up, before, maybe they're snowed in for a while, as a warning to women who might have gone home with a potential suitor on a Saturday night. DoorDash posted a tweet on X that they will be of no help once the storm rolls through early Sunday morning. They posted, ladies, if Saturday night comes and you get snowed in with that man, there is nothing we can deliver to help. Please be choosy. Is that a little cheeky?
Yeah, so they're making some kind of social media joke. The person in charge of the social media tried their hand at a joke.
At a comedy thing. Anyway, some people are, slamming DoorDash for a little bit of risque. Make sure you get snowed in with the right guy, not some creep. That you. What are you going for?
Yeah, I'm contemplating the message.
It's a little off-brand for DoorDash, but get over it. It's bigger problems.
Right.
Just bring me my.
You know what? I'm going to trust that they know who their clientele is, right?
Yeah,
they know who's shopping around on DoorDash and
any
in the middle of the storm.
Any DoorDash customers be like, I'm never using your platform again,
right?
Or is it just a bunch of old curmudgeons who go to the store every time?
I mean,
what about how much they charge?
Pearl wearing grandmas over there, ordering the DoorDash, right?
Pearl wearing grandma, belly aching and complaining, hot jocking her keyboard so she could lodge a complaint.
There was a news story that broke. Was it Friday?
What was it?
Yeah, it happened. Let's see if Michelle was fascinated with this as well as myself. There was a story that apparently happened on Thursday. The news finally hit on Friday. The capture of
Ryan Wedding?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Who's Ryan Wedding?
Yeah.
The big drug dude who used to be he was the Olympic snowboarder from
Camp. Yeah.
Oh my. I mean, on the run for like 10 years now with like 6 motorcycles and killing people, and he's like taken to El Chapo's place.
Yeah.
I mean,
this guy was the buddy of El Chapo.
Yeah.
This is incredible. How do you go from being an Olympic winning snowboarder to this?
It's nice day to capture Ryan Wedding. It's a nice day for a Ryan Wedding capture.
Yeah, not a nice day for Ryan Wedding.
Oh, yeah. So, dude, this guy went from Canadian Olympic snowboarder to, like what Michelle said, like freaking Canadian North American El Chapo.
Okay, a lot of these Olympians work at Home Depot, okay? I mean, listen, the opportunity to put together something, granted it's wildly illegal and highly adventurous.
It
sounds
right?
like I can see how it could be alluring to somebody.
Yeah, but he needs a nickname because, you had El Chapo, so he's just Ryan Wedding. I mean, that doesn't have a ring to it. So he needs a El Chapo. All right, so he was a snowboarder. El Snowbo.
That's not bad.
For snowboarder.
That's not bad.
El Snowbo. Instead of El Chapo, he's El Snowbo.
Are they going to put him in the same prison? They'd be like, hey, El Chapo. He'd be like, hey, El Snowbo. What happened to you, El Snowbo?
El Snowbo.
I like it.
Anyway, they got this guy is in trouble. Did you see he had like $40 million worth of motorcycles?
I mean, why? Like, what's happening with the motorcycles? Why does he need that many?
Why not?
And then he has some rare Mercedes.
Yeah. He's got like a whole fleet of cars. Why?
He has a rare Mercedes that's worth like $15 million. It's like crazy, but they got him. All right. So, all right, with that, I think we're going to wrap things up. Oh, Andrew, Chris, the engineer's in here. Can you talk in your porta potty for a second?
Hello, this is me talking from Porta Potty 1.
Yeah, what is going on?
Chris just made a stinky face.
That's it. So we want to figure out why suddenly Andrew sounds like he's in a porta potty at the Florida State Fair. All right, that's what we're trying to figure out.
Personally, I like it.
You like the
I think it's a good effect.
All right, we got to go. Folks, I've been very satisfied with today's Monday broadcast. Hopefully, you like the show as well. And we'll see you back here tomorrow morning. MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM, and let's be careful out there.